Oh my god, lemon shortbread bites. Wait, I want that. Hey guys, do not mind my red face, like hashtag sun, I live in Florida. Anyways, like, okay. So I want to talk about something. Okay, so I'm not saying everyone, but there is this misconception that some people have, depending on the person and the thoughts. Like, I get people telling me on like a weekly basis that they think I'm a lesbian because I'm fat. Now, what does that even mean? Like, I don't know what that means. That is something that people say frequently, not in my like day-to-day life, like in person, but on the internet. Since I am a YouTube partner and I post videos, people come at me with things that don't even make sense most of the time, and that's one of them. First of all, the first thing I can think of when someone says that is, are you saying that guys don't like bigger women? And are you saying that girls are the only ones who like bigger women? Because you're insinuating that I'm a lesbian because girls like fat girls and guys don't. That's what you're saying, pretty much. Which doesn't make sense. Then here's another one. People will say, you're a lesbian because no guy wants you. And I'm like, really? You can say that to the guys I gave a hand to, you know what I'm saying? Because listen, TMI, I have had a lot of boyfriends, probably too many, I want to say. I have done my fair share, and it's enough to say that I'm over it. Okay. For the people who think that, first of all, I'm choosing to be a lesbian because I'm fat, I just want to say that, first of all, I'm not choosing to be a lesbian. I was born a lesbian. And yes, I was with guys. That was before I knew that I was a lesbian. I don't understand the stigma around fat girls being a lesbian. It's confusing because there are a lot of guys out there who like bigger girls, and me and my girlfriend can tell you firsthand that I get hit on all the time. I'm not into that, and I'm purely not into that because that's how I was made. It has nothing to do with my weight or if a guy wants me or not, because trust me, if I wanted a guy, I would have a guy. Being a bigger girl has nothing to do with my sexuality. Has nothing to do with it whatsoever. And it just like, it confuses me why people think that I can choose to be a lesbian. Because if it was that easy for just anybody, aka me, then that means you can choose to be gay too. Whether you're a guy or a girl, you can choose it as well. If I can choose it, you can too. Or it's like when someone asks, so when did you choose to be a lesbian? It's like, well, when did you choose to be straight? You know, the subject is kind of like off kilter in a way, because a lot of people really think that girls who are maybe not like the norm of beautiful or the norm of like the perfect body choose to be lesbians because they can't get a guy, but it's just not how it works. Like, I can't admit, that I have known people in the past, especially when I was in high school, girls that were bisexual just because they thought it was cool. That's a difference, but I'm a 24-year-old. I thought I was 24. Girl, I haven't been 24 in like 5 months. Where am I at right now? I'm a 25-year-old girl who identifies as a lesbian because that's who I am. And if I was a skinny, like, blonde bombshell, whatever, I would still be a lesbian because that is what I'm sexually attracted to. And a lot of people will say, you know, love has no gender. It does. I mean, it does. When it comes to romance, saying that love has no gender, especially if you're gay and you're saying that, you're being a hypocrite. Because saying love has no gender, you are saying that you could possibly fall in love with anybody, which means no, you're not gay. Because you saying, okay, say I'm a male and I'm saying love has no gender even though I'm gay. That is me saying that I could fall in love with a female and that I'm really not actually gay. Because what makes a guy gay, they like dudes. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's confusing. Like the whole like homosexuality talk is confusing to a lot of people. But it's just, I recently had someone tell me that I'm a lesbian because I'm fat. And, you know, people used to say that to me a lot and it didn't bother me so much. But it's like now that I'm more open about who I am and I'm not scared to show PDA, it's frustrating that people actually think that I'm not good enough to be a straight person, that I'm not good enough for the opposite sex to like me, because that's not true. The opposite sex does like me, I just don't like them, like, no offense. And it's almost insulting, and I think a lot of the times, like, these people, I mean, they're coming from like a state of anger. A lot of guys get frustrated when a girl is a lesbian, so they want to, you know, downgrade a female, if you will. They want to make the girl feel bad that they're a lesbian because really they're the ones feeling bad. Honestly, it's a masculine thing. Like, been there, done that, experienced it. Ain't about that life anymore. I just think people need to stop assuming like, oh, he's gay because no girls like short guys. Like, that doesn't make sense, because there are girls who like short guys. There are a lot of guys who like fat women. Like, I am hit on all the time. Now I feel like I'm rambling. I like to vent. I needed to vent. I needed to rant. This video is a mess, but earrings stuck to the shirt. I don't understand. I'm a lesbian because I'm fat. That's a whole other subject. I need to make a whole video on if fat girls should be confident or not, because us girls, we need to stick together whether we are straight or whether we are gay, because people need to stop stomping on us and making us feel less than, because we aren't. We are just as good as them. We are. We're just as good as the next person. We're just as good as the freaking model down the street. We're just as good as the school teacher, the lifeguard. You know, the number on the scale doesn't determine anything, doesn't determine your worth, nothing. So if you are a obese lesbian out there, just know that I got your back, girl, and I know what you mean. And guys do like us big women. Okay? Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just needed to get it off my chest. Like, people, stop with your rude comments. I'm not a lesbian because I'm fat. Alright? Bye. Hello. So I don't know if I'm gonna regret this, but I don't know, it's like a little video diary. But Feline and I have broken up. It was mutual. I have my freaking headphone thing in. It was mutual, and like, I'm wearing the same thing I was wearing yesterday. Like, I did have makeup. Like, I have cried it all off completely. I can't stop crying. I feel like I'm mourning like a death. Like, knowing that one day, like, I'm just gonna wake up and she's not there. It's a different type of pain, because like I envisioned my whole future with her, and I know she did the same, and this was mutual. There has, like, I'm gonna speak for myself, there has been some things that just like, I don't have to go into detail. Love just isn't enough sometimes, and I know what I'm worth, and I know it might not be like a lot to some people, but I know like what I deserve, and I know what I want, and I just need to be single. I literally have oh, my head hurts so bad, sorry. I have done nothing but literally cry and cry and cry and cry for the last like 24 hours. This happened literally before fireworks last night. I don't know what to say. Like, I know there's probably going to be a lot of people questioning and saying you seemed so happy, and yeah, like the relationship I had with Feline was literally the most passionate relationship I've ever been in, but on both sides of the spectrum. On both sides. And I just, she's my best friend, and it's like she wants to help me with this move. I will be moving. She will be moving. We have a timeline of when that's gonna be happening, and I just look around at everything, and it's like I look over in my kitchen and I'm like, that's the first place she kissed me. But then there's also probably a bad memory in that same spot, you know? It's like, not everything is perfect behind the scenes. Honestly, it doesn't even matter why we broke up. It's personal, and we both have our own reasons, but she's my other half of my heart, and I'm the other half of hers. But we can't be in a relationship. Feline is my best friend, and I'm her best friend, and it's like, it's kind of hard to cry to the person that you're losing, even though Feline and I both have been crying literally all day. I have never ever seen her cry this much. It's not a thing anymore. I also think like I'm partially in shock. I don't know. It's like, how do I go on? I literally just feel like something I've always experienced is like, when I experience heartbreak, I feel it physically. Like, it physically feels like I've lost like a limb, or I don't know how to explain it, but it feels like I was hit by a truck a million times over, just repeatedly, over and over and over. Like, I just feel like I can't live without her, but I know that I have to, because it's just like, I know what I deserve. Even though sometimes I act like I hate myself, like I act like it. There's a part of me that cares. And I care about Feline as well. It's like, she deserves the fucking world. And it's like, I could only give her a part of it. I could only give her a part of it when I want to give her the whole thing. And by breaking up, you know what, I kind of am. I don't want to like shower. I don't want to do anything. I kind of just want to like eat. I just want to eat. I just want to turn to food. I want to numb it out. I'm just lost. I want to document, you know, everything to the best of my ability. Obviously I'm not going to share everything, the real personal stuff, because why we broke up, it doesn't matter. It happened though, and I have to move on. I have to move forward, and so does she. And it just feels like a nightmare. It feels like an absolute nightmare. But I know that it has to happen. And I have to keep reminding myself of that it has to happen, and I have to keep a healthy distance from her, because like she's still trying to hug me and stuff like that, and I have to tell her like I can't, like it hurts too bad. And in the past, like I didn't want my ex to not sleep in the bed with me, but I don't want her in the bed with me. And I slept without her last night, and it was horrible. I have very, very, very bad abandonment issues. Like, this is due to like childhood shit. Like, I have been abandoned. You know, I was abandoned during the time of your life when you shouldn't be. So I have a lot of like fears that are irrational, but also very rational. I hate sleeping alone. I hate it more than anything, but I know that I have to detach myself from certain things, and I have to be strong. I have to do this. It's freaking hard. It's terrifying. The unknown, everything that I have to do, all the I's I have to dot, all the T's I have to cross just to get to my destination. And I mean that like physically, but also figuratively, metaphorically, whatever it may be. It's just, there's so much, and I don't know, I just feel really freaking lost right now, and I need a shoulder. I need a shoulder to cry on, but I don't have anybody. I don't have anybody here. Kentucky's not for me. It never has been for me. I came here for somebody, stayed here for somebody, and then was stuck here with somebody. All three different people. And now I get to be free. And that's wild. That's wild. I don't know, you guys. I'll keep you updated, but that's kind of all I have for now. I'm gonna go cry in a pillow or something. Hey guys, so I wanted to film this video because I uploaded the video of Destiny kind of sharing some of the gifts that she got for me for Christmas, and I explained in the video everything, or at least I tried to. But I am getting so many comments of people flipping their lids. Like, they're literally going insane because I spend my money how I want to spend my money, and they're freaking out thinking I'm spending all my money, which I'm not even close to doing. And they're freaking out thinking I'm trying to buy Destiny's love and I'm trying to validate something. I don't know where this BS is coming from, but I wanted to read some of these comments and kind of answer them, because there's no way I could sit here and answer them via YouTube, just me sitting here typing, because it's just not gonna come off right. So Lego. Someone said that's a lot of presents for a grown-ass adult. She's your girlfriend, not 12-year-old son. Those are the type of things that Destiny likes, and I just think it's really kind of gross that people judge each other upon what like people like. Like, she's not my 12-year-old son, of course not. And I don't know, like, what? If you like buying so many presents, why don't you shop for charities? Okay, I want to say that I have done this, and it's not something I'm gonna sit here and be like vlogging or make a whole YouTube video about it, because girl, you know, if I do, people are gonna come on the video and say, you're bragging, you're lying, you're just showing off, you're just this, you're faking being a good person. That's what people do. That's how this YouTube works. And the fact that I didn't show myself doing this, people are, you don't donate to charities, you don't do this, you don't do that. Just because I don't show myself doing something doesn't mean I don't do it. That part gets me. What else? Someone called me a greedy pig. The last thing in this whole world that I am is greedy. I'm very far from it. I grew up without nothing. I know how it feels to have absolutely nothing. And now that I have something, I want to not only give something to the people I love, but to strangers, which I do all the time. You wouldn't even believe what I do for homeless people. And I'm not going to get into it because people will just say that I'm bragging or that I'm lying, and I'm just not going there today. I'm not going there right now. This is about Destiny, and yeah. This video was a no. What is she going to open on Christmas? That's not really a mean thing, but there will be something for her to open on Christmas. Someone said, please, Amberlynn, explain what this was about. It's November. I tried to explain that Destiny and I were dancing, and I told her, open one gift. It was purely just out of like anxiousness, and I really wanted her to, and it was a certain gift I wanted her to open because I knew she needed that gift. It was this really pretty colored lamp for her desk that I got her in her bedroom. Not her bedroom, I don't know why I say that. It's like her little Destiny cave, if you will, and this is my Amberlynn cave. This is where I'm currently at right now. That's where like she has like most of her stuff at, because this, for two people, this room is kind of small in my opinion. So I just keep all my girly things over here, and she keeps all her Destiny things over there, and it really just works out really well like that, to both have like a little space for ourselves. So yeah, I knew she really wanted that light, and I knew she needed it for her desk. And then one thing turned into another, and I was like, open another one, and we kind of did it early. I feel like you are buying so much presents and gifts not to spoil your girlfriend, but to make sure she doesn't leave you. This is something that is insane to me. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I don't want to be hateful, but that's just how I seem to see it. It's quite an unhealthy relationship if you feel like you need to buy so many toys just to make sure Destiny doesn't leave you. Not trying to hate. This is the most common thing that people are saying, that I'm trying to validate or keep the love, or buy love, really. And I want to let you guys know that Destiny loved me at my worst. She has loved me at my lowest. She has loved me when I didn't have a single penny to my name. She has loved me when I was sick. She has loved me when I was super depressed and down. She has loved me through my anger times. She has loved me through everything. She has loved me through me being unemployed. I bought Destiny and her family lots of gifts because they deserve them. When you care about people, you want to see them happy. You want to make them feel good. And I'm sorry, but opening presents is fun. It feels good. It feels nice. It's once a year. I don't know why people are flipping their lid. I'm not trying to validate anything. Destiny loves me for who I am. And I just thought it was super fun. Destiny and I did not buy each other gifts last year. We went on vacation. And I was kind of making up for last year too. And it was fun. I have the money to do it. I'm not just wasting money. I have money. You guys don't need to worry about that. Even if I didn't have money, or if I did, or whatever, what I spend my money on is up to me and purely me. And what you spend your money on is up to you and purely you. Again, not a single one of those gifts was me buying Destiny's love, because I already have it 110%. And I don't know. It's just kind of weird that people would think that, because like, I came from nothing. You guys don't like realize that. Destiny has been here through it all, and she doesn't love me no less or no more. She just loves me for who I am as a person. I could be living on the streets and she'd love me just as much. It's not about the money. And that, to me, not only does it, when people leave comments like that, not only does it like say bad things about me, but it says bad things about her. You think Destiny is using me, and that's a disgusting way to look at our relationship, because it's nothing like that. And obviously you guys don't get to see that. You guys don't get to see that part of our lives, but I'm just kind of reading random comments, to be honest. I don't have any set in stone. Okay, I never comment anything negative towards you two, but I don't live in your world. I only see the few moments you share, and it's your life. But This is excessive. Christmas is over a month away. I realize you have no children and no other responsibilities outside of household expenses, but you're blowing through your money like you don't. No, this is so wrong. You're blowing through your money like you don't need a savings account. Please save the follow-up video saying people are talking about us not saving money, but we are. Grow up and be responsible. I've started thinking how unbelievably simple Destiny is, how immature you two really are, and it seems like you're essentially a mother to Destiny. So wrong! Holy crap! Ugh, this is one of the reasons, one of the things I hate most about YouTube is how videos can make people come off. It is insane. You two are young and it shows in all of your actions and words. Your videos have started to get so many thumbs down because you sound like you're bragging. Every single video is the same: driving to work, outfit of the day, shopping and eating. You don't follow through with anything. The water challenge disappeared. You haven't lost any weight and no one is buying this. This is what I ate today. I haven't eaten today. Actually, that's true. When I say I have not eaten today, 100% true. You can ask all my friends in my real life that I literally don't eat when I first wake up. You can ask Destiny. I will wait hours and hours until I eat, but then when I finally do, it's too much, girl. I'll stop rambling on and on, but I'm hoping you actually read this, look at your videos through the eyes of others. We don't see a cute, functional, stable relationship. We see a very insecure, very damaged person in a relationship with a very simple-minded, passive person. It's very sad to watch. Okay, I'm just gonna say that if it's very sad to watch, don't watch. And everything you said is actually false besides one thing. Where is it? Every single video is the same: driving to work, outfit of the day, shopping and eating. Yes, because I work constantly. You guys don't fucking understand that. I'm not being rude. I'm just literally so stressed out because when I don't upload videos, people freaking beg me to upload videos, but it's really hard because all I do is work. And when I have time off, I can't go to freaking Hawaii. I can't go do the most awesome things in the world because I don't have the time. I have house responsibilities, I have pets, and I have a job I have to get back to. That is just how my life is. I am not like the typical YouTuber because any YouTuber who made the money that I make on YouTube, I have seen plenty of YouTubers quit their job, their normal job, because they want to continue YouTube. I don't want to do that. I want to be able to get up and go to a job, physically go to a job. And that is what I'm doing. And it's like, no matter what I do, there's always something wrong in what I'm doing. And it's like, I am so fed up with it because I can never do anything right by anyone's standard when it comes to YouTube. And it's getting extremely frustrating because I will do the nicest thing in the world and people turn it into something disgusting and vile. And I am just honestly getting 100% fed up with it. Like, I really don't understand who can have YouTube as a full-time job, but yet they still have another job. Like, no one does that, and I'm sitting here doing that. I'm not gonna sit here and be lazy and not go to work and this and that, and yet you're still gonna complain that all I do is drive to work and show my outfit and eat and shop. I mean, girl, I can't go swim with the fucking sharks. I ain't got time for it. And I'm sorry about that. I live a normal life, and I know I'm preaching and I'm getting crazy with it, but it's frustrating because I see these type of comments so much. If you do not like my life and you do not like my videos, please don't watch. I am really just tired, so tired of seeing it because there are so many people who watch me because they love me and they love watching what I can show them because I'm a normal freaking person. I don't live just off of YouTube. I have a job. I can't just do YouTube because to me that's boring. I'm not trying to say YouTube is boring, but if I just did YouTube, I wouldn't get up off the bed every day. I wouldn't. I'd probably sit in the fucking bed all day long. Because that's just, YouTube lets you do that. Having YouTube, I can film 16 videos in one day and have the rest of the week to do absolutely nothing, and that's not what I want. I go to work because I want to get up every single day. I want to help people, and what I do for a job, I am helping people, and I feel fucking amazing doing it. I have awesome ass friends, and I barely even have enough time for them. I feel like I don't even have enough time for Destiny, and it's like, a comment like this, girl, it's frustrating, trust me. Ugh. Okay, a lot of people are saying that my gift buying was a complete the complete lack of self-control. I want to let you guys know, or question, really, all the people saying that. Did you guys ever think maybe I saved money for this? Like, people save money for things. Like, do you think maybe I was like, you know what, 8 months ago or whatever, I'm like, I'm gonna save money because I want to get Destiny a bunch of gifts for Christmas because I find it fucking amazingly fun to see people's face light up and just the funness of it. Like, I literally love it. It's so special to me. It's awesome and it's just fun. It's really fun. I'm even gift swapping with my best friend and I bought her a lot of stuff too. If you guys saw that, you guys would probably question, why would you do that? Like, girl, I just like to buy gifts. I don't know what it is. I am a very, very giving person. There is no rhyme or reason, no hidden agenda for why I like to give gifts. It's literally just because I love giving gifts. I love the reaction people get out of them. To me, that gives me joy because I'm giving them joy, and I want to give them joy. Like, why wouldn't I? I'm gonna stop reading those comments because they're just absolutely ridiculous, and people assume I'm one way when I'm not, and it's frustrating because YouTube is not everything, you guys. It's really not, and what you see on here isn't everything, and you guys don't know how I got the money, how I saved the money. I saved the money to do this. You guys just don't know that part. You guys can't go and judge people for how they spend their money. It's not up to you. And I'm not trying to buy Destiny's love. That is absolutely, utterly ridiculous to me. Oh, God. I really don't understand that I have to continuously defend myself. And I know a lot of people hate these defendy rant videos, but if I have to, for my reputation, to make people understand certain things, I'm gonna make these videos because that's just how it's gonna happen. That's just how it goes. Because I can't let people just assume things and completely just, people lie. They twist things. That's just how it goes on YouTube. And that doesn't mean I have to get used to it. Doesn't mean I have to like it. But it means I need to stand my ground and fight for the person that I am. I'm not just gonna let people walk all over me and assume I'm one way when I'm not. I'm just not. That's not who I am. It's not. And all of the comments are so negative on that video. It's absolutely a disgrace. And if you guys don't like my videos, just don't watch them. Like, what in the world is the point? Go get a hobby. Go find something fun to do. Because watching a girl's videos that you don't like kind of shows who you are as a person, because I would not sit there and waste my time even for a half of a second to watch someone's videos that I don't like. That is literally crazy to me. It shows, yeah, it definitely shows who you guys are. I'm gonna stop ranting. Those of you who support me, thank you so much. You have no idea how much it means to me. And those of you who don't, stop watching. That's all I gotta say. Until then, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
I want you guys to just ask so I can get it all out in the open as well, because I just think it's a bunch of crap that she's gonna go on her You Now and talk to my subscribers and make them believe something that isn't true. That's not fair to me, not fair to Becky, not fair to Eric, not fair to Ricky, not fair to any of us. It's just not right. So I want to start from the beginning. I feel like that's a very fair route to go. So the very beginning is, I started dating Becky, and I knew Becky had a lot of people in her life that she truly loved and cared about, and she wanted me to be a part of that because she wanted to get serious with me, which totally is understandable. So the first people that I really met in her life were Eric and Ricky, which I only actually met them one time, and then we didn't see each other for like weeks and weeks. And then I ended up meeting her family, and then I ended up meeting Hannah and Rafe. And me and Hannah and me and Rafe, we all clicked so fast, which was really weird. It kind of felt like I've known them for a while, and I was able to be myself around them, open up around them, and I was like, this is great, because these people have been in Becky's life for a very long time. So, after we met for the first time ever, like, things were so well that they, messaged me, and they were asking, do you want to hang out, blah, blah, blah. So we all decided we were going to go out for sushi, and as the days went on, we ended up hanging out more. And then they started saying, you know, Amberlynn, why don't you come stay the night here? Like, there was proof, like, on You Now, actually. The first time ever that I stayed the night at Rafe's house was because me and Rafe were just sitting on You Now, and she literally was like, hey, do you want to stay the night? And I'm like, really? Like, it was really random, and I wasn't expecting it. So, from that point on, we just became very close, and I thought we were becoming really good friends, because that's what it felt like. I was able to tell her stuff and just be myself, and I thought this was great for Becky, because Becky's really close to me, she's also really close to them. So, fast forward to the Now drama. Oh, by the way, might I say, when I would hang out with Hannah and Rafe, like, they would constantly say, oh my god, Amberlynn, I love you, like, Amberlynn, you're the best, Amberlynn, let's always hang out, like, this and that, like, and I was giving that back to them. I was like, oh my god, I love you guys too. Like, I remember it was so stupid, like, literally we were in the middle of Walmart, and I was like, I don't know what I would do without you guys, because it got to that point where I really thought we were all good friends. Turns out, it was fake as fuck. So, and I'm gonna explain why. Me, Hannah, and Rafe all decided to come over to Eric and Ricky's, and that was the second time I ever met Eric and Ricky, and I knew that Eric already was very weary of the people that Becky brought into his life, and I totally understand that. Like, I have trust issues as well, and I'm right there with him, and I completely get that. But, for some reason, Hannah was acting really weird towards, not Hannah, sorry, Rafe was acting very weird towards me while we were hanging out with Eric and Ricky. I was kind of letting it slide. And then I started remembering some of the things that how she would act with just me. I felt like she was very snark and rude sometimes, and I kind of just let it go in one ear and out the other, because I didn't want to believe, like, that Rafe was a rude person, because I really wanted me and her to be good friends. So, yeah, we ended up all hanging out, and then I think it was like a week later, I don't really quite remember, Hannah and Rafe ended up coming back over to Eric and Ricky's, and they all hung out, and me and Becky were off doing our own thing. So, let's flash forward a couple days. Me and Becky ended up coming over to, okay, if you guys are confused, Becky lives with Eric and Ricky. So we ended up coming here, and we were all sitting down just, like, talking, and Eric brought up the point of, like, you know, Amberlynn, I am a little weary, I want to get to know you, you're a big question mark, you know, etc., which is understandable. So he wanted me to stay here for a few days so he can get to know me more. So, as we're talking, he started mentioning to both Becky and I, like, you know, I understand y'all have been hanging out with Hannah and Rafe a while, which I want to say I did. I spent a lot of days with them, and we became very close. And so Eric, which I'm very grateful for, he was like, you know, I feel like we need to talk and clear the air, and I need to tell you some things that they said about you guys, both me and Becky. And might I add, Hannah and Rafe have been Becky's best friends for a very long time. I'm talking, like, over, like, 10 years. Like, it's been a very long time. And Rafe was even talking shit about Becky. And Becky has never talked shit about them, or at least never to me. I've never heard her ever say anything bad about these girls. So, but it turns out that Rafe was saying that she doesn't like me, and that, just all these really mean things about me, that she doesn't know who I really am. And I sat there days with her, telling her who I was, and we got to know each other. It was just very easy with her, it felt like. And, even you guys seeing us on You Now together, you guys were like, oh my god, you guys have, like, a great connection. Like, that's how I felt. Like, we were really good friends, and she completely was talking shit about me. And, I know a lot of people are like, well, Eric was saying bad things. No, Eric told me to my face what he said. He said that, yeah, I'm a question mark. He's weary of me. He doesn't know if he likes me because he doesn't know me, which is completely true. Like, how do you know if you like someone if you don't even know them? Like, me and him never had a chance to get to know each other. But the fact that this fucking bitch Rafe, I'm sorry, I am so pissed, you guys. The fact that she, after spending so many days with me and me doing so much for her, and I will get to that in a second, how much I've done for them, for her to talk shit about me and then talk shit about Becky, that's fucking horrible, and that's wrong. I have done so much for them, like, constantly. I have paid for gas constantly. I have given them money just to give them money, because, might I say, neither of them have jobs. The only job that they have is taking care of Rafe, or Hannah's grandma, and they get money from Hannah's mom. It's a very confusing situation. I'm sure they've described that a little bit. I don't really know, but I have literally done everything for them. I have never treated them bad, not for a freaking second. I've always been there for them. I have paid for several meals. Like, we hung out for almost like a week straight, and every single time we did anything, or every single time we ate anything, it was because of me. Ugh. And it's just like little things that she would do. Like, I'm now very clear and, like, very, like, okay, yeah, Rafe was fake as fuck. And it really pisses me off because I know Becky is really hurting because of this, because, I mean, they've been in each other's lives forever. And for people to say, because people are going to, like, Eric's YouTube and saying shit that is not even real, like, none of this is Eric's fault. If anything, he's the best one in this situation, because literally he was very honest. He was like, you know, I need to tell you what I said about you, but I also need you to know that the girl you've been opening up to and doing all this stuff for is talking bad shit about you. And that shocked me, because Rafe, a day prior, is, oh my god, Amberlynn, I love you so much. Oh my god, I love you so much. And then a day afterwards, she's talking shit. I don't even like Amberlynn. And might I add, she legit made fun of my weight. Like, she, like, was making fun of me. And I'll show you. I can't really show you, but I'll tell you. So I guess Eric and Ricky had, like, a bunch of pasta. And, I was downstairs. I was sitting with Hannah, I think. And everyone was getting pasta. And, Rafe came down with pasta for Hannah as well. And all four of them were going to start eating. And I was fine with that, because I don't know, I didn't really feel that hungry. I was just like, what? And then Eric comes down with pasta for me, and he was like, oh, I figured I'd get you some pasta since we're all eating. And I was just like, oh, thank you. And Rafe looks at me and goes, oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart, I totally forgot about you, or I would have gotten you some. And at the time, I was like, oh, it's okay, like, I love you, girl, like, it's totally fine, because at the time, I didn't know any of this. Turns out that when she was upstairs getting pasta, she looked at Eric and literally said, don't tell Amberlynn about this, she'll eat it all. Like, what kind of friend talks shit about you like that? That's not a friend. That's just fucked up, and it's fake. And I couldn't even believe when I went on to her YouNow today, and just the stuff that she was saying that is so not true. And she's literally saying some, like, personal information that there is just no... It's not right for her to be saying these things. And I mean, you guys can believe who you want. You guys can be Team Rafe all you want, but I'm just, like, done with completely. And I think what makes me crazy is that Rafe was literally talking shit about me on her YouNow, and literally saying, yeah, I talk shit about Amberlynn. And then people in the comments are like, Amberlynn is such a bad friend. What? You guys won't even believe the shit I've done for her. I don't understand. Like, I feel like this always happens to me. Like, and this is why it's so hard for me to get close to people and to open up to people, because shit like this happens. And, like, someone just said, I believe Rafe. You can believe all you want. And I think where I went, like, little nuts is, in her YouNow, they were talking about Pride. And she said how she was buying me snacks and water for Pride. Girl, that shit fucked me up. Like, I hopped out of my seat like a freaking bee bit my butt. Like, I'm not even kidding. I was literally like, what? First of all, we got water for free. Like, water did not cost money there. And the only time I ate anything was a fucking icy, which I bought every single person there a fucking icy. And that was on me because I wanted to. Like, why wouldn't I want to do that? And, that includes Rafe. And Rafe was a little behind. So when she comes up and she saw all of us eating ices, she literally looked at me, y'all, because this bitch didn't even have a penny. She didn't even have a freaking penny. She looked at me and she goes, what about me? Even Becky looked at me, and Becky was kind of like, that was weird. And I was like, oh, you want one too? Sure. And so I ended up giving her a $10 bill, and I said, okay, you can go get yourself one. The one that she got was the most expensive one, which was $5, so you expect to get the other $5 back, but instead she didn't give me the $5 back. She went and bought her wife a bracelet. So a lot of people are saying he is splitting up friends, but it's like, would you want to be... Okay, perfect example. Okay, say you're getting really close to somebody, and you're telling them everything, you're spending money on them, you're investing your time in this person, but you think they love you. Behind your back, they're talking shit about you. Would you want people, like, would you want to know that, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I have never, prior to this, said anything bad about them ever. So it's like...
But she's sitting there saying that she's apologized and she didn't mean everything that she said. But then you have text messages on her phone. She said she did mean them, and the text messages she said she didn't.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, when I heard about all this, like, I texted her and I was just like, I wanted to know the reasoning of why she would say those things about me. And she really is just like, oh, I didn't mean any of it. I just kept running my mouth and da-da-da. I'm really sorry. I really do love you. And again, Amber is pulling her girlfriends away from people they've known for years. This is all on Rafe. Like, if Becky wants to be Rafe's friend, that's on her. Like, I'm not a controlling person, not a controlling girlfriend. That is all on her. I wouldn't understand why, but that is up to her. My question is, why would Becky want to be friends with someone who literally talks shit about her? So why did you forgive Dana, Destiny, Nina? They also did you wrong. This is a little different. Rafe is literally... Okay, when was this? I don't know. Like week ago, maybe, like, when I found all this out, and then, like, I sent her a text, and, like, she's sitting there telling me, like, oh, Amberlynn, I love you, I didn't mean any of it, I was just running my mouth, I'm sorry, and I literally told her in text, I was like, just give me some time, I need to really think about this, think this over, I need to see how I'm feeling, and she's like, well, you're a really good person, and you're a really good friend, and I really want to be your friend, and da-da-da, and I'm just like, just give me some time, I will get back to you. And then all of a sudden today, after I'm trying to just take some time to myself and reevaluate everything, do I really want this person in my life? I go on You Now, and there she is talking mad shit about me. That's not a friend. That is not someone I want in my life. Like, I have spent way too much time in my life being around negative people. And, I mean, me and Rafe were really good friends. I will admit that, or at least I thought so on my end. I always got along with her, and we just had good time together, but there was always something in my gut that I wasn't very sure about, and a lot of people were telling me not to trust Eric. You guys don't really know him. I am just very grateful that he told me the truth about everything. I feel like that's very, I wish any friend would do that, because it's not right that someone is talking mad shit and then, like, him not saying anything about it, knowing that I do all this stuff for Hannah and Rafe, and I'm always with them. And Mermaid Kitty said, you're believing what Eric said, though. If Rafe would have come to you first, would you have believed her instead? Yes, of course I would have believed her, but Rafe has admitted, she literally admitted to me that she did say these things. It's not something that's just like Eric saying she said these things and Rafe saying she didn't. No, Rafe is, like, literally saying, yes, I did say these things. There were times where they invited me to go do something, and honestly, I thought them inviting me means they had money, but it turns out they, like, really never had money, and the only time they did have money is when they would ask Hannah's mom for money. That is the only time, ever, and it just sucks so bad, because I like having good friends. I like having people in my life that I can have fun with and talk to, or that I can just sit down with, and, like, it'll be silent, and it's, like, perfect silence. Like, those are, like, the perfect friends for me. It's, like, no awkward silences, just fun friends, and that's what I thought I was going to get with them, and they completely backstabbed me, and I'm getting to blame for this, and I don't know why. I didn't do anything. I'm mainly coming on here right now because her You Now fucked me up so much that I needed to come on here and be like, hold the phone. None of that is true. Because some of y'all were really eating that up. Did Rafe ever make a move on you? She has wanted to make out with me more times than I can probably count, and there were even times in front of Becky that she said that, so. Someone said this is so confusing. I'm sorry you're confused. I'm pretty confused too, so. I don't understand it, you guys. And I gave her this platform. I did that, and I'm not trying to be cocky and annoying about it. But it's like, a part of me is like, was she using me because she likes the attention? Every time oh my god, you guys. When we were at Pride, I can't even tell you how many times she'd be like, you want to go on You Now? Do you want to go on You Now? At Pride. I'm like, no, I don't. Like, I'm trying to literally hang out with my friends and my girlfriend at my first Pride experience. I really don't want to go on You Now right now. Like, even Becky, like, at one point was like, Rafe, she doesn't want to go on You Now. Like, stop. And I don't know. And I know a lot of you notice, like, even when me and Rafe would be on here, like, sometimes she would seem a little like, why are you reading Amberlynn's, like, hate comments or whatever. Like, she would constantly do that. And I don't know. I'm just like, I don't understand why she did this. I don't understand. I just feel like when you have issues with someone, you need to talk to the person. She should have just talked to me. Like, if she didn't like me, stop telling me you love me. If she didn't like being near me, she shouldn't have invited me to stay the night 5 million times. I just don't understand. You introduced her to an attention pool, now she's high on it. Definitely. And I think what makes it even, like, the saddest to watch, her whole last You Now, 98% of her You Now was people asking questions about me. People wanting to talk about me. And does she not notice that most of these people are just watching her because they want to know things about me? Like, that's a little weird, but that's the reality of it. Once me and Rafe are, like, completely done with each other, like, there's no more tea to spill or anything, a lot of you aren't going to stick around and watch her, because what is she going to give you guys? Like, I don't know. With Rafe, completely fake. And I could easily call Rafe right now and be like, you know what, girl, it's okay. Like, it's totally fine. Like, we'll just forget all of this happened and we'll just go back to normal. And she'd be on that, like, so fast, you don't even know. But no, I'm standing my ground, and I'm like, I'm done having people walk all over me and treat me like freaking shit. Like, I'm so done with it. It's not right. It's not okay. And I just hope this bad vibe of, like, friendships seriously stop, because I am, like, with Charlotte, I opened up to her, and with Mary, and I just don't understand, like, people grow apart, but it's like, why does this always have to happen to me? I really don't know. And for a hot minute there, I always thought everything was my fault. But then I really looked back at this whole Rafe situation, and I was like, no, for once, this is definitely not my fault. Like, but this is that one time where I was like, honey, no. Because I am hurt, I am mad, I'm sad, I am shocked, and oh, everyone's saying Rafe is live. I think I'm gonna go watch that, or, like, guess with her and tell her how it really goes, because I am seriously just over the whole thing, and like, I'm over her friendship is what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm still pissed off, though, as you can tell. Like, I feel really bad y'all seeing this side of me, but I am just so tired of people doing this shit to me. Like, I'm so tired. I feel like people fucking use me and abuse me. Like, that is literally how I feel. Like, this has happened so many times in the past, and everyone thinks I'm the person who takes, and mooches and mooches. What am I taking, and what the fuck am I mooching? I'm giving everything. Like, I'm giving my heart. I'm giving everything that I am as a person. I'm giving everything in friendships. That's what I try to do, and it's like, I'm talking to you guys about it because a lot of people were in her You Now saying Amberlynn's a horrible friend. And I'm just like, no, I'm not a horrible friend. And she was lying about so many things, and y'all were starting to believe that stuff. And I'm just like, no, that's not cool. Like, Rafe is the one who made it public online, not Amberlynn. Thank you, Dirty Tucson. I was actually talking about that to Eric and Ricky. Like, y'all have asked me about Rafe since then quite a few times, and I always either ignore it or I just say she's doing good, because I didn't want this. I didn't want y'all to know that she was a fake fucking bitch. Like, I did not want the drama. I didn't want any of this to go down. But then here she goes online spreading my name so she can get views, get attention, get love. I don't know what she's searching for, but this is literally my job and my life, and a lot of y'all are gonna fucking probably hate me after this. I'm sorry, I don't understand why, but this is me when I'm really hurt and, like, mad and upset and confused. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, at all. That's what I was trying to do. Like, I was trying to spend time to reflect, because Becky, she thinks like a grown-up, honestly, she does. She was like, I want all of us to sit down and talk about this. And that's literally what I wanted too. But then this fucking girl is on her You Now calling me Amberlynn and, like, lying about things and, like, contradicting herself left and right about the whole situation. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I literally can't. Still, that doesn't make everything else she said, like, totally fine. Like, she talked mad shit about me when we're supposed to be friends. No, I don't think it's something she's done before. Not that I've heard of. I don't know. Because one of the things that Becky told me before I met Hannah and Rafe, actually, was they'll never do you wrong, and they're going to love you. And I was like, okay, because I was, like, super nervous. But she tried to make me feel better, and she's like, don't worry, because Becky knows exactly how I am when it comes to meeting people and, like, becoming friends. I'm like a worrywart, and I don't trust people at all. But she's like, they're going to love you. Don't worry. And, I thought it was true, because they'd constantly say, are you guys still there? Hold on. But yeah, they constantly say, you know, Amberlynn, I love you, this and that, and it's like, I believed it. I'm naive, I guess. I don't fucking know. It's like shady. Okay, these are some examples of, like, when I was hanging out with them and I started noticing a few little shady things. The first one was when we were all hanging out with Eric and Ricky. We were downstairs just hanging out, and Rafe got out this little fucking notebook and started writing on it and, like, passing notes with Eric, and I'm just like, this is awkward. And it turns out Rafe was, like, talking shit about me in the notebook. And then what was some other stuff? I'm, like, drawing a blank. Oh yeah, after Rafe talked mad shit about me, I didn't know at the time that she talked mad shit about me, but it was the day after she talked mad shit about me, she and Hannah was like, hey, Amberlynn, do you want to hang out? Do you want to stay the night? And I'm like, oh, sure. So they were in my town, coming to pick me up so we can go hang out. And Eric ended up texting Rafe and was like, what are you guys doing? Da, da, da. And Rafe was literally going to lie to Eric and say that she was in a completely different town because she didn't want Eric to know where she was because she just got done talking mad shit about me the night before. Like, that's how fake she was. Like, to my face, she's like, Amberlynn, I love you. But then over in text message, she's like, oh, fuck, I need to lie. I don't want anyone to know I'm with Amberlynn. Like, that's bullshit. Like, that's not right. You spilling tea is fake, too. No, this is just me defending my name because I never do that. Like, I rarely ever defend my name like this hardcore. Usually I'll just let shit like this slip and slide, like, don't care. But what Rafe did really fucked me up. So. Someone said she's not spilling tea, she's spilling facts. I am. Yes. Eric is not friends with Rafe at all. Eric is very hurt as well and very pissed off about the whole thing. We all know that Rafe is fucking fake. And it just proves it through and through. A few days ago, her texting me, telling me, Amberlynn, you're a good person, I want to be friends with you. And then she goes on You Now and talks shit about me. Her whole You Now is about me. Honey, nope. Nope. Did you confront her? I did. I ended up actually calling her before I came on here because I wanted to talk to her and be like, why the heck were you dragging me in your You Now? And she started saying, oh, you are a good person, you're this and that. And then towards the end, she goes, you're a horrible person, you need to look in the mirror. Like, she's literally, that was all in like a 4-minute span. And I'm just like, what? So Rafe has no money and used yours. Exactly. The only money that they would get is from Hannah's mom, and because they don't have money, like they don't have any income whatsoever. They have $0. And so me being the person that I am, I felt bad, and I would give them money, and I would, oh my god, there was this one time I literally gave them $40 to go get Becky. Like, that's ridiculous. And the drive was probably, I don't know, like 40 minutes or something. Like, I can't even tell you the things I did for them. And it's just the part about the pride and her buying me snacks, that shit fucking made me go crazy. And I was like, that never happened. They don't have money. The only money they would have is if I gave them money or if Hannah's mom did, and that was not that often. So, oh my gosh, girl, yes. And that actually reminds me of a whole situation. Oh my god, do you guys remember I gave Rafe probably like 80% of my necklaces? I gave her easily over 200 necklaces for free. For fucking free, you guys. These are necklaces that I have been gathering, and oh my god, I don't know why I did that. And the funny fucking part is, when I was giving them to her, she started just picking out the ones that she wanted. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute, there's some that I still want, so let me just take out the ones that I want for sure, and then I'll let you pick out through the rest. And she like got upset about that, and she was just like, I mean, okay, it's just there's so many. And I was like, oh my god, I feel so bad. Like, I started being like, oh my god, I feel bad even though it's my jewelry. And she was just like, oh, don't worry about it, just pick the ones you want. And I'm just like, okay, girl. But yeah, I don't even know. What about her saying you were obsessed with food? See, that part made everyone laugh because she said that I talk about food more than anything. I literally look up, because we were all watching the You Now, I literally look up at Eric and Ricky and I'm like, do I ever talk about food? And they're just like, no. I honestly think she was pulling at strings, trying to make y'all, like, think some type of way for me, and it's not true at all. Whenever they wanted to hang out, they always wanted to hang out, going to get something to eat. And girl, I ain't gonna deny that. I'm a fat girl, I do love me some food, like, let's get real. But I don't sit there and talk about food 24/7. Like, no, I don't. So, Rafe is a backstabber, what the hell is so hard to understand? Exactly, that's what I'm trying to, like, get out in the open. Like, she really fucked me over, and she said bad things about me, and someone else was like, you know what, Amberlynn and Becky deserve to know that someone is talking shit about them. She brought this up on You Now to my audience. She doesn't have her own audience. There's nobody watching her that does not watch me. And I know that sounds so fucking cocky, but I'm only saying it because that bitch thinks that people actually love her. Who knows? Some of you might actually like her. But after this, y'all should know she's not a good person, but you guys can take your own, like, thoughts and opinions and place them where you want. Like, I told you, like, I'm very upset right now, and you guys have probably never seen me like this, and I'm very sorry. I tend to get a little bit, like, extra, but that's just how I am. And, you guys can do what you want with that, but she ain't nothing to me anymore, and I just, it's fucking annoying. Like, when she involves my job, which is this, and when she involves several of my subscribers or my fans or my haters, I need to come and say something. You don't just get to talk for over an hour and a half about me, and then I don't say anything about it. That's kind of weird. No, sorry. Amberlynn, please recap for those who just tuned in. Ooh. Well, Rafe, I'm just gonna do short form. I don't want to go into the whole story, but short form. I spent lots of money, lots of time, lots of energy on Rafe and Hannah, who I thought were very good friends of mine. I thought everything was fine. But behind my back, Rafe was talking shit about me, saying how she actually doesn't even like me. I'm annoying. She made fun of my weight and said how I was going to eat all the pasta, so don't tell Amberlynn there is any. Just really rude things. I got fucking furious when I found this out, because also she was talking and lying about Becky, and that's horrible because they've been friends for like over 10 years. Like, it's been forever. So I confronted her, and I was like, wanted a reason for why she would talk hella shit about me. Her reasons were, oh, I run my mouth. I'm sorry. I didn't mean any of it. You're a good friend. You're a good person. I love you. You're great. Becky will fall in love with you. That, just kissing my literal ass. So I told her, give me some time. I need to think about this. Just give me some time. A few days later, which was today, I come on here and she's talking literal crap about me. She's on her You Now. For 98% of it, she's just answering questions about me. And I'm just like, what? So I started listening, and she's lying. She's talking crap about me. And I'm like, that's not a friend. Like, that's backstabbing after everything I've done for her. I don't trust anybody. I'm not a trusting person. And anyone who walks into my life knows that. It takes forever for me to trust somebody. And it's like, when you get very close to, like, slightly possibly trusting someone, maybe, like, this shit has to happen. So it's just crap. I love you guys, and I'm sorry for, literally, like I said, I'm sorry for the drama. I just felt like I needed to come on here and clear my name, because, like, the things that Rafe was saying, I was just, like, was so shocked and so, like, confused about it all. And plus, I really did want to go on You Now today, so killing two birds with one stone here. Anyways, I love you guys, and thank you, Lori, for the bars, and anyone else who sent me bars or anything like that, and thank you, Christina, for being my #1 fan, and thank you, Liz, for being my second. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go. Love you guys, bye! Wait, I'm trying to click out, it's hard, okay.
You attached yourself to AR like a barnacle, even though it's been years. I didn't attach myself to her. Amberlynn has not tried to pay me to not speak. Please describe the fear you felt when you rushed through the air when Amber broke the couch in the nursing home.
859.
Y'all don't need to know her number. Watch this, I'm gonna message her. I said, you gonna call me? I said, come on, let's get this out. Let's see if I can have a full-on argument with her right here, right now. Oh, dang it. Why did she hang up? Amberlynn started calling me. Hello?
Oh, what do you want?
Nothing, I was just on live and I thought I'd give you a call. What are you
I
doing?
don't think that's... I just made a smoothie. I don't think that's a little weird.
I know you're watching.
I'm literally not. I didn't even know you were live.
Oh. Well, they bet I wouldn't do it, so I just did it.
Okay, but you calling me so willy-nilly, like, aren't you supposed to be killing?
Killing.
Aren't you supposed to be killing? I don't get it.
It's just a joke.
It's not really that funny if I'm your abuser, so...
Oh my god. I know that you were watching because you literally messaged me on Facebook saying that I was talking about your mom. So what do you mean?
Someone messaged me on Instagram and said that you're talking about my mom in prison.
I didn't.
Okay, and I'm just letting you know my mom has nothing to do with YouTube, so just keep her out of your mouth.
But you talked about my mom.
Respectfully, because you brought her up, honey.
It's the same thing.
Totally different. My mom didn't beat you up. What? You started this drama. Like, you're not going to get the nice Amberlynn. Like, you started all of this.
I don't want you to be nice. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I agreed to call you, because I knew it was going to be a hash out.
A hash out? What is a hash out?
I knew you were going to have attitude.
Of course I have attitude. Like, why wouldn't I? Well, you definitely don't know about no Code Red incident.
Oh my god. Don't even start with the Code Red incident. You don't know about it, apparently.
I swear to God, I even told someone close to me in my life that I think that you drugged us. Like, it was a nightmare.
That's not true.
Because it never happened. Like, it's not in my memory bank.
You must have blacked out.
No, I swear that's not true.
Well, you've been saying that since it happened, so.
Yeah, for sure. Like, doesn't your fiance think it's weird that, like, your whole YouTube presence is, like, revolved around your ex?
I don't know, baby, do you think it's weird? She's right here.
Like, is that how you bought her a Kindle? With that money? Was that?
Yeah, actually it is. I don't care.
I figured as much.
Yeah, so you've been watching. If you knew I got her a Kindle, you've been watching the live. Don't fucking lie.
I have people who message me, like, I should show you my Instagram DMs. It is off the chain. Like, everyone sends me either reaction channel clips or clips of you or what you say, what you do. Half of it, I'm like, I don't know if I should believe it or not.
I haven't even been on here long enough for people to be doing that.
Are you joking? Okay. I didn't even know you were live. I'm not on YouTube. I was literally making a smoothie, like I just said. Like, if we were FaceTiming, I'd show you, but don't FaceTime me, please. Oh, wait, I had to turn off my FaceTime because I was getting all these. Why am I talking to you? Anyway. So your fiance doesn't think this is weird?
Baby, do you think it's weird?
I have nothing to say.
She has nothing to say. She does not care.
Okay, I'm not going to say anything regarding that. I just think it's really weird. It's very, like, money hungry. If you need to heal, I have a really good therapist. I can give you their number.
No, thank you.
That's what I'm just saying. That's, like, a good way to heal. It's, like, do it, like, in a healthy way, but I feel like this is very, very unhealthy. And I feel like you're just doing this for money, and it's hurting me. Like, you're not hurting me, but I'm just saying the reaction that the audience is giving is, like, it has messed with my mental health a little bit. That's apparent. And you know what you're doing. And it's all for money, and it's kind of scary, and I didn't think you were that type of person. Because you know I did nothing to you. All the tea that you've shared is just you exposing yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, the only tea you have on me is I have a bad attitude. Yeah, I do. And then you sit there and you say, Amberlynn is a good person, but she has her attitude that gets in the way. Have you ever thought of, like, mental illness is a problem? My mental illness gets in the way a lot. And I have bad attitudes with people who treat me like shit, and you know that you did. And you just know that you did. And if you know what's really funny, you saying that me and you always argued. You know the funniest thing in the whole world? That was you and Dana. Like, me and Becky would low-key talk shit, sorry. You and Dana would argue about everything.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so why are you sitting there and acting like you're, like, this almighty person?
I'm not. I expose myself.
Bull. I didn't think you were a bad person, but I guess now I do. It's just like, you know the type of reaction I was going to receive by you doing this.
Well, I haven't necessarily gotten good reactions. What good reactions have I got? As soon as I got on live, everyone said I got fat. You act like I'm getting all this praise.
You are. Literally everyone is following you. Team Destiny, Amberlynn's an abuser because of everything that you're saying. And it's like the one incident where I could slightly be an abuser, it didn't even happen.
You're a very manipulative person.
I have come to terms that my mental illness does make me manipulate in ways. And the relationship I'm in now is, like, mature, and we're trying to grow together and learn together. And it's like, for my mental illness to be used against me by my ex is pretty shitty.
You act like I'm doing this on purpose to mess with you.
Then what are you doing?
I'm healing.
Blacking calling me a sumo wrestler, telling me I stink? That's not healing.
That part's not.
Then what is that?
That's just playing the game. Just giving the people what they want.
It's forever making people have something else to literally harass me about and to bully me about. You know what I deal with on
I could have not said a word and not be vlogging right now and people would have shit to say about you.
Your brother is in on this? Like, what the?
My brother's in on this. What do you mean?
You literally, like, back when I was watching your live streams, like one you did a couple weeks ago, you said how Timothy is like your, like, guiding you or whatever.
He's like a wannabe manager. He doesn't actually do anything.
Like, how shitty is that? Like, you want, like, I know tea on him. Like, I know tea on your whole fucking family times 12, but I'm not that person.
You have tea on my brother?
Yeah, he was a coke addict.
Oh my god.
And it's like, you and Becky being in cahoots is fucking disgusting. You don't know what Becky put me through, and no one does. No one does, because I am not that person. And somehow, and like, oh my god, the whole Casey thing, Destiny, I swear to god, I've never, like, hated you more.
What do you mean?
Because you know I'm telling the truth, and you have always stood by me. Like, I wish you would just made my name out of your mouth.
I mean, same.
On with your life.
And I'm sure Becky feels the same way.
I don't talk about her.
I don't want to hear it, because you do. And still me.
I literally haven't talked about you in, live stream era, which was 2 years ago, and then here you come around the woodwork.
You can't say you haven't talked about me since live stream era, and then you made videos about me when I've been making videos. That makes no damn sense.
I was just about to say, the only reason why I started talking about you was to defend myself. And when it comes to Becky, me and Becky equally decided that we will not talk about each other. And since that point, I have not talked about her.
That's why Becky has literally texted me saying she doesn't understand why you can't keep her name out of your mouth.
You're obsessed with Karina Kaboom, who literally twists everything that I say.
What's wrong with Karina Kaboom? She's a nice lady.
She literally twists everything that I say to fit her narrative for her channel to make money.
She's gonna have a field day with this.
I
don't want to hear it.
Oh, that's why you can be rude all of a sudden. Okay, it's making sense now.
That's not why I was being rude.
You weren't rude. Yeah, your tone shifted for sure. Like, why can't, like, the same way that I want to respect Becky, which I am, why can't you do that for me?
What? You just said because you're the way you respect Becky, why can't I do that for you?
Correct. Why can't exes just not talk about exes? Move on. You have what
You still haven't stopped talking about Becky. What do you mean? Or me?
Here.
If you really didn't care that much and didn't want all this, you wouldn't have posted anything about me. But you made sure that after I started going live, that you went live. You made sure that you made videos.
Destiny.
You put my name in the title of your videos.
In the beginning, you said how I hit your mom. I said,
I did not say that you hit my mom.
go back and watch.
I did not say word for word. She hit my mom, so my mom hit her.
You said that we were swatting each other. I never once put a finger up toward your mom.
And I addressed that. I told them that you did not lay a hand on her. You did not get the chance.
You made it seem like I hit her. You literally
Because
said that.
I did not know what happened before she hit you over the head with that K-cup thing. And then you came on and said that she had gone upstairs and started throwing perfume at you. And then I remembered that. It was a very traumatic event for me. You were there.
That was traumatic to watch your mom beat up your girlfriend. I understand that. That is why I instantly was there for you. I didn't give a fuck about what your mom did. I instantly got a cold washcloth. Do you not remember any of that?
No, I really don't. I was definitely blacking out with that first panic attack ever.
Please don't ever call me again. Don't text me. Have fun with your life.
I literally had to unblock your number to call you. It's fine.
Okay.
You're the one that unblocked me on Facebook and had to go out of your way and message me. I said one thing about your mom. I just said I didn't know that she had gotten in trouble for apparently some kind of service dog incident.
Okay, well, she didn't. So, like I said, keep my mom's name out of your fucking mouth.
I mean, same to you. Say hi to Karina.
Yeah, I used to watch some reaction channels, but she is literally probably the only one that I truly never watch.
Why? What do you got against apathetic facts? What is going on with that?
They steal my content. I don't want to get into that right now. They need to make their own content. I feel like they'd be good at it.
Oh, apathetic facts is on here too. You got something to say to them?
No, I'm honest to God, I feel like they would be good at making their own content or like adding new like characters to the mix, like different YouTubers, like do like Shane Dawson, do some Trisha Paytas. Like,
Karina said. She said, ask her why she stole James Charles's content and everyone else's.
God, I've done like maybe 6 reactions in my whole 10 years of being on YouTube. If she wants to compare the two, I mean, that's just an example of why I don't like the woman.
Why did she not beg for permission like she expects apathetic facts to?
Because I reacted to one video. Anything else? Because I swear to you, this is it. Like, have fun making money on this phone call. If you'd like, give me half, like, from everything.
If you have?
I need you to admit how much money I have spent on you. Now, that's the tea.
I don't care how much money you say you spent on me. You made plenty of money off of me.
And you've gotten all of it. Like, I'm just a money given type of girly. But like I said, I'm 32 now. I'm like literally grown, or trying to be grown. So I don't let people take advantage of me anymore, thank God. I've learned from my mistakes.
You don't.
Anyways,
so you don't pay for any of your friends to do anything with you, or is it because you don't have any? Why did you lie about the person you're with and say it's been 2 different people and it's not?
I didn't lie.
It's already out there. Becky already told me. It's all out there.
It's also out there, all kinds of bullshit lies that don't even make any sense about me.
It wasn't a rumor. Becky said you literally moved her in there with you when Becky was still living there.
That is a lie, says Maury.
Says what?
Becky was not living here.
Like, it was right after y'all broke up.
Becky was not living here.
Well, why would people make up something saying that you're saying it's my fault that you, like, regressed in this weight loss surgery journey? Why is everyone saying you got denied for it?
I did not get denied for weight loss surgery on period.
Are you still going to go through with it?
I will talk about my weight loss surgery on my channel. There's something wrong with my lung, man. Ugh, it kind of worries me, but that's a whole other situation type deal. I can literally hate you, but love something that you do. That's called being a grown-up.
Someone said you toot for money.
Oh my God, I wish I could fart for money. That'd be cool. Or like selling your bathwater. Oh my God.
Ew.
Wait, I kind of want to do that.
Someone said you can't sell bathwater if you don't shower.
Okay.
What does OBCD stand for?
It stands for fat shaming.
No, someone asked if you ever got diagnosed with O, B as in boy, C as in cat, D as in dog.
Yeah,
Like
it
this-
stands for obesity.
I guess I don't understand.
Good, because you're not a fat shamer until you call me sumo wrestler. I don't think there should be any more communication between us though. And I really, just for like the sake of like respect, please, and morals maybe, just like don't talk about me. Don't say anything mean. Like sumo wrestler, swamp ass, like there's just no reason for it.
Everybody gets swamp ass. All right, bye, Pookie.
Bye.
I personally do not and will not be watching per se, like listening with my ears. Snowflake's video, he triggers me. He gives me anxiety. He is an apologist. I have it on mute. I don't want to listen to it. I'm going to respond to what she said. Emily messaged me last night. It's been just this vicious cycle of what it's been this whole time, of her saying one thing, me saying another. I don't know how the same reaction channel who once thought my ex was all of these horrendous things have now like switched the script, and Emily is like a saint and we need to like interview her. You know what? I want to be interviewed. Like, when is it my turn? But no, none of these reaction channels want to put it in a light of, you know what, Amberlynn has done some things, but maybe for the first time, she might actually be slightly a victim here. But no one wants to see it that way. When they once did. They once were trying to get me away from the feeder, but now it's like the roles are reversed. I don't want to do this. I regret not doing this with the whole Beck thing, but it's my turn to respond to exactly what Emily said. And I'm scared in the sense of like, she has been threatening me. She's doing this whole dance of, if you shut up, I'll shut up. For 8 months of the time that we were in a relationship, I know you're watching, hi. You were literally online, publicly humiliating me and hurting me while we were in a relationship. You were doing it anonymously, but also with your name. So hardcore that people were actually truly believing we weren't together. And I had to keep my mouth shut. Why? Because one, I literally loved you. I finally said, this is my last straw. You're threatening me? Life would be so much easier if you were just honest. Guess what? I am being honest. And that's what makes this easy for me. Thank you. The fact that she had the audacity to message me last night and I was trying to reply with these like well thought out responses. Why do I take the time? The brows, you're so insane. Like, it's actually crazy. Let's say she did all that. Okay, that doesn't change what you did. My whole thing is like, why is it always Amberlynn? Why is it always Amberlynn that's in the fault? Always Amberlynn. You know what's funny? One thing that I know to be true is that Emily was held at gunpoint. I do know that to be true. Like, it's literally in court documents. That's not a lie. And when it happened, I stuck by her side. I made a whole video. I wrote a whole thing and read it in a YouTube video. I stuck up for her through and through because you want to know why? The haters and the girl world of it all and the reaction channels were saying that it was Emily's fault that happened to her. You guys are literally witnessing it firsthand, a bitch going insane. And this is what I had to deal with. Pocahontas, thank you, Nicole, and the 62 people who thumbs it up. You know what? Make it 100. Let's get that fucking thing up to 100. Not only is it fat shaming, but you're making fun of someone that genuinely was in a relationship, fat shaming their partner. Those of you who agree to that, I would never want to be in a relationship with you. Like, you guys are sick. And you know what's funny? Let's go back to the Beck situation right quick. So many people were like, oh my God, Amberlynn wasn't a bitch. But no one ever like sits there and goes, why did Beck stay? Like, it's Beck's fault. They have all this like sympathy for Beck. But yet I was in a relationship where I stayed in Wisconsin for 3 months where I felt genuinely miserable. And everyone's like, it's your fault. I have never been with someone like this in my life who genuinely, I have never screamed at the top of my lungs till I've been in a relationship with her. Like, call me borderline babe. I don't give a f. I have never felt that kind of rage. And guess what? This is entertainment for you guys. So I hope you're enjoying. Receipts are your line, of course. Oh, thank you for the money. You have a history of being a though. And you know who else has a history of being abusive? Emily! Whoa! My last message, I'm sorry for you because you can't accept responsibility is why you can't grow. I hope you grow one day. I hope that you continue sending me super chats. Thank you. All exes have said the same thing about you. You know what's funny about that? It's easy to do when you have thousands of people backing you up. Thousands. Literally thousands. They violated your expectation of privacy by releasing private text messages. You have a legal case here. Ranch Girly, thank you so much for the super chat. And genuinely, I had no idea that happened. We're not together anymore. I could trust you that, James. But thank you. Can you throw it back? Hell yeah, I can. And you know who loved it? Emily. How can she be what she's into and body shame you and same behavior on their part? I don't understand it. It makes me feel people my size are just not accepted in society. We're not like the standard of beautiful. And finally I got with someone that like desired my body and I've never experienced that before. So then when she would make fun of me and she would make fat jokes like literally to my face, that's one of the reasons why I knew it was her that said Pocahontas who said that if I lost weight I'd look like a melted candle, because she also said that about another girl who lost a bunch of weight, and that's how I knew it was her. And she lied and lied and lied. She was like, that's not my Reddit, that's not my Reddit, that's actually my friend's, that's actually my friend's. And then she finally admitted it to me and she said it was hers. I'm dreading reacting to the screenshots. That's why I'm like prolonging this as much as possible, because I just don't even want to know. Explain the proof you lied about E letting R out. I did not lie about E letting R out. SF deleted stuff critical of her. Oh, I know Snowflake did. Oh, I know he deleted stuff critical of her. I'm literally not stupid. I know this, and I know this because of Emily. Emily follows along on all this crap. I personally don't. I don't watch the reaction channels. I don't go on the forums. I don't go on the Reddits, but she does. So when are you gonna react to what the feeder said? Only I can call her that. We are not together. You think I'd be doing this if we were together? No. Okay, first thing that popped up was, hi Emily, hope all is well. I'm about to kiss your so I can make some money and get some clout. What made you want to come out now and discuss your time with Amber? Okay, so funny situation about this is, Emily and I literally just got into an argument and that's it.
That's it. That's always what happened. Anytime you guys saw her talk shit about me online, it's literally only because we got into an argument. If that's not like some type of like, I say it just because it's like lack of a better word. If that's not whatever that is, what is it? Tell me. Emily's response. Honestly, I was content staying silent for a long time, but you weren't. You weren't silent. What? I was silent. That was me. That was me. But I'm tired of watching her dodge any real accountability. You are literally the queen of dodging accountability. For you to say sorry, random fact, Emily does not know that word. She creates her own reality and expects everyone to play along. Are we describing you right now? The sad part is, most people do because they're either scared of her and don't want to deal with the drama, but I hit a point where I just couldn't sit back and watch her keep rewriting the truth. You are not afraid of me. How many times have I said that I'm afraid of you? You are not afraid of me because you've gone public behind my... Amberlynn, calm down. I'm about to have a BPD meltdown here on live. Behind my back, you've said awful things about me. You've done it publicly knowing that I would see it. If you were afraid of me, you would have never done those things. Not only that, if you were afraid of me, you would have never verbally... I've said that word so many times. This is not going to be monetized. Like, you wouldn't have verbally me repeatedly to my face, in text, in Messenger, in this. You're not afraid of me. There's nothing to be afraid of. That's just easy for you to say to look like the victim. Yes, you could be afraid of a BPD meltdown because those can be kind of hecticana. Not gonna lie about it. Snowflake replied, well, I'm glad you decided to speak up so I can get the money from it. So I guess we start at the beginning. I'm guessing everything was fine at the start of the relationship, or was there any little red flags? Well, there was red flags for me, but you know what? I was so blinded by love bombing that I was just like, red flags? What? They're in heart shapes though. And I also see red flags in the shade of pink. Let's see. Oh, we have a long. Okay. Emily said, at first everything was great. I really thought I had found someone who was kind, laid back, and just fun to be around. She was able to carry on a conversation. And it's hard to find these days. Looking back now, I obviously was looking at everything through rose-colored glasses. Wow, that sounds very Amberlynn coded, because that's how I feel about you. She really made it seem like she was a grounded, supportive person. I told her upfront I was grieving Colleen and still will be. Yes. She said she understood and respected that. Yes. She said it wouldn't be an issue at all. That is true. That was super important to me for her to be accepting of it. And for a little while, it felt good. We actually had fun together. We laughed, we joked around, and it was chill. I genuinely enjoyed spending time with her before she started showing me who she really was. I guess it was a typical scenario of love bombing. I stayed the same throughout our whole relationship. The fact that you can sit there and say that the roller coaster of our relationship that we were in was due to my love bombing and not your unwavering love. That is something that you told me, that I had unwavering love, but you, every day, I did not know what Emily I was going to wake up to. Was it the one that loved me? Was it the one that hated me? Was it the one that just wanted my belly? I kissed your ass because I was scared of you. Finally, when my BPD meltdowns would snap, that's when my fear was gone because I was so heightened and so scared. My fight or flight was fight. The fact that you're turning this around and rewriting this whole thing to make you seem like a victim because my ex Beck might have been, you know exactly what you're doing. Emily is that type of person who would wake up. You wake up in the greatest mood. I'm talking about me. I wake up in the greatest mood. I'm in Wisconsin. She wakes up raging at nothing. And that's what I had to deal with. And you're rewriting history to the very creator who called you a murderer. After everything I've been through, it was just nice to feel wanted and not be so alone anymore. I did want you, and you weren't alone with me. That's one thing about having BPD is I might be up your ass a little too much. Thankfully with Zoloft, I gave you a lot of space. No matter what you put me through, you were never alone. You hurt me and I was the one apologizing for getting blood on your floor. That was a metaphor. I don't want people to take that serious. I hate Snowflake more than anything in this world. And I really hope that he gets some sort of like karma in his life, like genuinely, because it's not fair. Was it still nice when she came to stay with you? How long was she meant to stay? I'll answer that question. It was nice in the beginning. Every day was a roller coaster. I had no idea what Emily was going to wake up. It reminded me of my dad, low key. That's how it was when I was a child. How long was she meant to stay for? A few weeks. She didn't want me to leave. I didn't want to leave. That's how it is with lesbian relationships. U-Haul lesbians, we didn't make up that term. That's a term for a reason. But I do want to say one thing. I did not want to move to Wisconsin. I want to make that very clear. I just wanted to stay longer. She just wanted me to stay longer. I did not want to move there. Did not. Her reply. There were little red flags early on. Like Amber would get upset if I didn't FaceTime her for hours every single day. Or if I was busy at work and she didn't have time to message her. The FaceTime her for hours every single day. That's true. And I think it's because that is the way that she said, so her and Colleen would be on FaceTime for hours and hours a day. That is how mine and Emily's relationship started. And it was because she wanted that. We were on FaceTime for hours and hours a day.
That is what I got used to. And having BPD, I have also very bad anxious attachment. Thankfully, I just want to say I'm very much far gone from that area. I don't have that like anxious attachment feeling anymore. I will admit that that's definitely how it was, because that's, you know, the pattern that we created together. And when I noticed, you know, sometimes she didn't want to do that, my brain, because it's not wired the same as everyone else's, my brain would tell me she hates me. What did I do wrong? During my first visit to Oklahoma, things actually seemed to go really well. But it was a short trip. We were still in that honeymoon phase. I genuinely hate that, like, that saying. Why can't we just say that we were happy together? But it just goes to show that Emily was the love bomber because we were in that honeymoon phase. I fucking hate that saying, bro. It was during my second visit when things started to feel off. That's new to me. I didn't even know that. She would get irritated if I checked my phone or responded to my messages that weren't about her or focused on her. I'm sorry, but I do not remember that. I'm not going to sit here and say that she's lying, because that sounds very much something like Amberlynn at 24 would feel. So did Amberlynn do that then? Maybe. But I do not remember that. That visit also happened right after she posted who I was, and she was and the doxing stuff. Oh, we get to talk about that. Oh, I'm excited actually, because that visit also happened right after she posted who I was and the doxing stuff that happened. So tensions are high. So I kind of brushed it off at the time, thinking it was just stress. But everything really started to change when Amber came to visit me. Yeah, because I saw your true colors. Those red flags and those lightly pink red flags that were heart-shaped, they started to become brown and every other color that I don't like, puke green. And they were no longer heart-shaped. They were like circles and squares and rectangles and triangles because of you. And I remember we were sitting in your garage, you know, while you're in your little recliner chair and you're smoking cigarettes and I'm sitting next to you. And you said, you know what? Something I really like about you, you're always positive. That changed, didn't it? Why? Why did that change, Emily? Why did I stop laughing all the time with you? Who changed me? It wasn't me. So the part about the visit also happened right after she posted who I was. I did not want to show anyone who Emily was. I actually have text message proof of this. We had talked about it. I knew the hate was going to happen. I explained the hate. I don't want the haters to find you. I don't think you can handle it. I don't want to post you. I was guilt tripped so bad. She would say things like, I don't want to be hid. I don't understand. Like, Alexis actually told you guys this. Alexis lied about some stuff, but there was some stuff she was truthful on. I've always said that. But I was guilt tripped into revealing who she was. She would say things, I want people to know that you're taken. I don't want to be hidden. I don't want to be a secret. I was terrified. I was like, I don't want to lose Emily. Like, I feel like I'm being forced into this, but I also don't want the internet to ruin it for me as well, because I knew exactly what was going to happen. All of the doxing, she took it out on me. It was horrendous. I ended up getting cellulitis. I had 103 temperature. It was almost 104. My temperature was so high, I couldn't even think straight. She repeatedly was calling me, call lawyers, fix this for me. She didn't care that I was sick. I had 103 temperature. When you have BPD, like, you have that favorite person, they can do no wrong. I'd do anything to keep her. So I'm like calling lawyers, Googling lawyers, while literally vomiting. Like, genuinely, my brain was being fried, and all she cared about was me calling lawyers. I should have known then that she was a selfish person. I genuinely hate that this is even happening, because it's like, I still love her. Okay. Her other message was she was originally only supposed to stay for a week or two tops. That's not true. It definitely wasn't going to be 3 months, no. We were planning on probably around 2 weeks, because that's when I'd be off of work and be able to take her home. But by day 2 of her being at my house, things already started to shift. It was weird how high strung she was that early on. Emily, if that is the case, why did you want me to stay longer? Why did you want me to move in? Why did you call me? Why did you literally say that that was my home too? Why, when I came home because I chose to come home, you would message me saying, I immediately want you to come back home? If I was so high strung and I acted off on day 2, why did you allow me to stay for 3 months? She really didn't like that I had a life outside of her. Not true. I mean, I work 12-hour shifts. I have a family, friends, pets, a house to take care of. Those are true things, but I didn't care because she only worked like twice a week. So what? But anything that wasn't about her felt like an inconvenience to her, and she made that very clear. That is so not true. It is absolutely insane. So when it comes to friends, she doesn't have friends. She had like a couple coworkers and stuff that she like kind of considered friends. I would always be like, why don't we go hang out with them? I don't understand like why she didn't want to introduce me to her friends. I thought that was so weird. I didn't meet her family in person until like I genuinely had to. And I'm not going to say like that's personal. It's like medical stuff. I'm not going to like get into it. Like I genuinely was, oh my God, here she goes. She messaged me. Are you really talking about my family? Oh, didn't say anything personal. I just said I wanted to meet them. Can you calm down, Emily? Like for real, like you literally said in the message, I have family and friends and pets. Like, I'm just responding to what you said. I would purposely try to find ways to like leave the house. Like, I was like, can we do like a 5 Below challenge? I paid to do like this 5 Below challenge with her and a family member. I'm not gonna go into detail. I'd get home from a 12-hour shift completely exhausted from a stressful job, and she'd get upset if I wanted to go straight to bed. You have never in your life gotten off of work and went straight to bed. She'd say things like, oh, you're not going to hang out with me, or ask me to take her to the casino or go shopping. We went to Five Below one time. We went to the casino a couple times, and guess who paid? Me. Guess who else who loves the casino and the bingo and the scratchers and the this and the that? Emily. We got along in that way. Did we go to the casino after you went to work? Maybe once, but it was usually on a day that you took off by your doing. So don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. Please don't fuck with me. If I said no, she'd get upset. You've never said no. And compared to her working on vlogs all day. That never happened because I didn't vlog at your house. I maybe did a few videos. So that's not true, Emily. Saying she still had the energy to do things, so I should too. Okay. None of that ever happened. Amber expected me to constantly be available. I will say, I was a little like that. I can take accountability there. If I didn't text or call during my breaks, or if I wasn't giving her attention constantly, she'd get upset or start a fight. That's due to my trauma. She would always accuse me of not loving her, and and how terrible of a girlfriend I was. I never said you were a terrible girlfriend. You became terrible. She wanted me to call out of work anytime she was having a crisis. Or just felt like she wanted me to stay at home. Lie. Oh my god. She was always in a bad mood because of this. I don't know what that means. If I did anything that didn't involve her directly, she would start an argument. Not true. I was exhausted trying to juggle everything in my life on top of her constantly being mad at me. You weren't really juggling anything because you didn't really do much of anything. We'd get into arguments and she just wouldn't let anything go. That is literally you to a T. I've never been more gaslit and manipulated in my life. I have never felt the way that you made me feel in my life. The fact that you made me feel the way that my dad made my mom feel is sick. Okay, she would gaslight, deflect, just typical narcissistic behavior. We both know I'm not a narcissist. Have I thought that in the past? Yes. Have I taken plenty narcissist tests? Yes. Have I talked to therapists? Yes, because genuinely that terrifies me. But you know that I'm not a narcissist. You know that I'm not. But the behaviors that you demonstrate shows textbook narcissist behavior. And it scares me. You scare me. It got to the point where I started going into the other room just to sleep because she wouldn't stop arguing with me when I was trying to rest before I shift. That happened one time, and it's when everything hit the fan, and I followed you in there with my BPD meltdown, my tantrum. Yeah, I did, and I'm able to admit that. My pain turned me into a monster because of what you did. Yeah, I am able to admit that. And you're not taking accountability for anything, and that's terrifying to me. She came into the room and stood over the bed. She told me that if I wasn't going to continue the conversation, which was basically her going on and on of how I didn't love her, and then said, fine, if I can't have peace from being able to have this conversation, then you aren't going to either. She would then stand next to the bed I was sleeping in and intentionally keep me up all night. I feel like this happened every time she knew I was going to work. Like she was intentionally keeping me up because she didn't like that I wasn't home instead of work. That's a bullshit lie. I liked when you went to work. Not gonna lie, it was peace from you. I liked having those 2 days a week where I didn't have to be like, oh my god, is she gonna be raging at me? Is there gonna be a fat joke? I liked that peace, Emily. That one time, did I stand next to the bed crying for you to hear me, to love me? I felt so unheard. I felt so unloved. Like you constantly were deceitful. Did I do that? I did. I stood there, bawling my eyes out, waiting for a hug. Reassurance, love. Snowflake said, it sounds like she didn't want you to work and just spend all day at home with her. I'm guessing she used BPD as an excuse for her shitty behavior. I'm guessing so. What's your excuse, Snowflake? Emily replied, she 100% used her BP as an excuse. I do. It's also a reason. That's what's frustrating me the most. Anytime she'd have one of her tantrums, she wouldn't take any accountability and say it's because she has BPD. And she'd be like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to tell you how I feel. Which is true. I'm just trying to tell you how I feel. When she would literally scream at me about something like taking 4 minutes longer than I would have when I went outside to smoke. Not true. I told her she can't use that as an excuse if she refuses to do anything to help her to get better. She made a lot of false promises of getting into therapy. So did you. You need therapy bad, girl. You need therapy bad, like on a different type of level. She told me in so many different occasions that she was signed up and she never went. That's not true. Oh, Snowflake said, so what would you do all day when you were at work? I'm gonna take a guess and say nothing. Lay in bed all day watching reaction channels. So no, I wasn't watching reaction channels, but yeah, all I did was stay in her bed. That is all I did. I feel like some of this is like out of order because this doesn't make sense, but the response was, yep, that was one of her manipulative tactics and staying longer when it was getting to the point where I was asking her to leave. I have journal entries and I'm pretty sure I have messages literally telling you that I needed to leave. I was miserable. I would call my mom constantly, bawling my eyes out, Emily, because of you. And my mom was like, honey, I will come get you. You deserve better. You don't deserve this. She thought she would get a therapist here. I'd let her stay so she could do the therapy. She did a whole lot of nothing, to be honest. I didn't do shit there. I was miserable. She sit around and watch YouTube videos, including reaction channels, all day. No, I did her laundry. She did do my laundry because I literally could not do the laundry. She had one of those laundries where you had to bend down. I could not, like, there's the ones that are out like this and then the ones that are like this. Hers was like this and I couldn't like go down to get it. I'm A, too short and too fat. My stomach was literally in the way. I could not reach down and get my laundry. So yes, she did do my laundry and she did it twice when I was there. I cleaned up after her and took care of the pets. She won't ever let Twinkie or the dogs out during the day when she was home. That's a fucking lie. So I'll come home from work. I have to clean up Twinkie's pee off the brand new floor that I put in and her dog's pee, but that's not true. That was from when we were fucking sleeping. He said, ugh, disgusting. Only time I remember her talking about her responsibilities with the pets was when she did the video explaining how Rarity got out. I'm sure she talked about that stuff, but then I just can't remember. Actually, before I ask about Rarity, how did the tantrums get? What was the worst? If you're okay talking about it. If not, I'll show my face. You know what's funny? When me and Emily were messaging last night, Snowflake literally was asking questions about my hygiene. Emily told me. Snowflake was literally asking questions about my hygiene. That's where his head is at, bro. This isn't for justice for Emily. This is for clout and for money and for making Amberlynn look as worse as she can look. Like, if Amberlynn can look bad, he's gonna do it. The tantrum slowly escalated each time. I started with her just shouting at me, to escalating to her slamming doors and punching walls. That never fucking happened. I think I slammed a door one time because I was so fed up. Like, the betrayal, the gaslighting, the stonewalling, the cruelty, the fat jokes. Anytime I tried leaving the room, she would block doorways. She was also really jealous. Anytime I talked about Colleen, I made it very clear that I'm very understanding of the whole Colleen situation. But when you would compare me to Colleen in fights, you began to turn that into a weapon. Colleen was no longer your late fiance, but a weapon to hurt your current girlfriend. That's not cool, dude. I wasn't allowed to share memories or say anything about it really anymore. She would end up getting really pissed. I wonder fucking why. Because she became a weapon just to hurt me. But the worst tantrum was actually the night that Rarity went missing. And why was I reacting that way? For the audience watching, let me remind you. Emily and I were sitting in her car, and she had lied to me for weeks about this woman she was speaking to. She said it was a coworker. Turns out it was a hater that she was friends with, where she would talk shit about me. She would stare at me right in my fucking eyes. The woman that she loves, and say, I'm not lying to you. She was on Tumblr looking at naked women bigger than me right after having sex with me. And the picture that is so engraved in my brain was this woman on an oxygen tank in a hospital bed. And then in that same moment, I find her on Phoebe, which is where the feeders go to do their thing. I click the messages. The day that we met in person, she messaged a girl saying how sexy she was. She messaged another masked lesbian feeder saying, wow, we're rare. Masked lesbian feeders. That's the day I found out the truth about everything. Well, not slightly everything, but most of it. And then you get mad and play victim because of my reaction. She saw me scrolling through my phone and there was this woman on my Instagram feed. She flipped out and said I was micro cheating. She fucking lied. She saw this woman on my Instagram feed. She won't even admit to the Tumblr. When I tell you my jaw is on the floor, can someone pick it up for me? 'Cause I'm too fat. Whew, that was the first time she got physical with me. She threw things at me. What did I throw at you? What did I throw at you? Actually, I didn't throw a thing at you, Emily. Oh, she replied. The water bottle that was on my dresser. Oh, I threw a water bottle on your dresser. Okay, let me go back to the text message from last night where you said that I did not throw it at you. You know when you picked up the water bottle to throw at me? All I did was pick it up. I didn't throw it at you. And then you said, so when you picked it up and raised it like you were gonna throw it, what was that? That is what you said right in there. So did I throw it or not? But how are you gonna sit here and lie? I'm like so actually shook right now. She then grabbed my arm and dug her nails into my arm to the point of drawing blood. I have a picture that she later deleted months later. All right, let me dumb this down for dummies. We're fighting. Like, not physically, sorry. The BPD tantrum's coming out of me. Her room, it's cluttered. I end up tripping over the fucking rug. My body goes onto her. She falls. I grab her arm. While she's in her car, she takes a picture of her arm and she sends it to me. It shows nothing. 2 days later, we're now arguing about the argument that we had 2 days prior. Why are we arguing about that? Because Amberlynn's hurting. She ends up leaving the house again. That's what she does. She ends up sending me a picture of her arm with these nail marks that are like so like deep. I'm like, well, I'm literally on the phone with my mom bawling and I'm sending my mom these screenshots and I'm like, Mom, I think Emily just faked nail marks. Emily literally fakes nail marks in a different shirt on a different day, took the picture as if it was the same day. And Emily then later deleted both of the things, but she didn't know that I took screenshots of it. She is trying to get a situation to look like something that it wasn't. Stop exaggerating. Say it like it is. Amberlynn having crazy tantrums. Say it like it fucking is. He responded to her, Jesus. Wow. Snowflake, you're so pathetic. You're so empathetic. She replied with, at that point, I was livid. I told her to go back to Oklahoma, and then I was absolutely done. I decided on my own that I was gonna leave. I know she likes to say that she decided it. It was not her decision. It was mine. Then she grabbed a picture of me and Colleen and held it up and threatened to break it. She knew that is something that would hurt me more than anything she could do physically to me, like the lowest she could go. She let her apologize and then tried begging for me back, saying that it was her BPD. At first she denied that she did any of those things, which that sucked too. I've never denied a single thing that I've actually done. And I'm like, am I just imagining the gouges out of my arm? I just saw a photo that makes me want to cry. Like, why does this have to happen? Why couldn't it just been a good relationship? She apologized profusely when she knew she couldn't gaslight me into believing it didn't happen. Because it didn't. Oh my god! See, this is what I mean about being gaslit. You start to think, did it really happen? If it wasn't for me saving that fucking screenshot that she later deleted, I would be sitting here thinking, did that really happen? I'm just like, literally, like, it makes me sad for her. My favorite thing is sit on and spin. I figured it out! Oh my god, suck my ass. I've never been more excited in my life. So this is original photo, okay? And remember, there's gauges and blood, okay? Remember that part. This is her arm. This is her arm, okay? Keep in mind, she's wearing a maroon shirt. And then look at what she sends me a couple days later, because she forgot that she took that photo and sent it to me. In this photo, you're gonna see these weird marks that she created herself. Oh, Emily has marks all over her body. I don't want to go into medical from something medical. I'm not getting into it. She is wearing a completely different shirt, completely different day. Why is it blurry? She faked nail marks days later. Didn't you guys hear what she said in Snowflake's fucking thing, that she was bleeding? Oh my God, I hate that I'm doing this because I still love her, but it's like I'm tired of the lies. And right here it says, am I just imagining the gauges? Am I just imagining that? Am I just imagining that? Am I just imagining that? Yes, you are imagining that. Are you imagining the gauges out of your arm? The blood? Yes, you are. When was I muted? Did you guys hear me say that was from November 17th? Sorry, Gabrielle, I don't know how to pronounce it. And then Snowflake goes, oh God, then you went to work. Oh, he's so sympathetic. Such a sympathetic man. Oh, stupid. We might have to do like a part 2 when I get home. I spent hours upon hours driving around looking for her, walking through fields and in between houses around my house and through the snow. Amberlynn would go on the drives with me, but obviously didn't do the walking around part. When it was snowing, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I can't walk in snow. I wear flats, I have lymphedema, but when it wasn't snowing, I was looking just as much as you. One time me and Emily got in such like a bad fight, and it was over something that she said to me. Obviously, like, I'm a sensitive person, duh, so I'm gonna feel some type of way. So we were in an argument, and she literally would use looking for Rarity as like a control thing, as like power. In the same way that she would use Colleen as a weapon, she started to use Rarity as one. I loved Rarity, and she was a sweet cat, and she would always sleep on my chest. I did everything I could to try to find her. I can't say 100% that she purposely let her cat out, but give the circumstances, the situation doesn't look good. You left the door open. When you left that night, you betrayed me, and you could not handle the reaction that I had due to the pain that you caused me. And I took the blame. That is a conversation we had ad nauseum. So many times we talked about it, Emily, and you know that. I took the blame for you over and over and over. I lied about everything for you, about you being a feeder, and I lied about us not being in a relationship to protect you constantly because I wanted people to like you. But you know what's funny? You wanted people to hate me. Do you have a humiliation kink? Is that what it is? You wanted to see me humiliated? You got your way. Are you turned on? Is this like your version of like phone sex, sexy time? Well, I'm not having fun with it. I'll tell you that. If it was a ploy to get her to be able to stay in Wisconsin longer, then I guess it definitely worked. Off. The most horrific things that you can say to a person, she said to me. And I stayed with her. And I still loved her. Sadly, I still do. When is my pain gonna stop? Because in the good times, oh, Snowflake says, I don't know if you're like Amber and keep old messages, but do you have any messages from Amber about Rarity going missing? Because I need the clout. I need the money. Because I quit my job to do this, and I'm divorced. Yeah, I do. I have a message of her initial reporting when she was missing, which is timestamped. It shows that her story that she posted on her vlogs about her being missing at 5 a.m. was not correct. So our huge argument happened in the morning, 5 a.m., 4 a.m. Emily has a massive house. Her cat Daniel, Princess, Wasabi, Rarity, they all like to be in the basement. That's where they went to the bathroom. They had free roam of the whole place. And also her cat Wig. So normal pattern of the day is a lot of the time, like, you didn't see a cat. You didn't see a cat because they were all hanging out doing their damn thing at the basement. And I noticed that normally the time when I would see her, I didn't see her. I've seen most of the cats today, but I haven't seen Rarity. So I went down to the basement and I didn't see her. I'm going to floor number 1, floor number 2, floor number 3, floor number 4. Why isn't she coming out? That is when I messaged Emily, because the pattern was then broke. The fact that like Emily is like turning this into, I don't know if she like let her out on purpose, when you know you let her out because you left the door open, is sick. Sick. Where's the next messages? Snowflake says, well, that doesn't look good. In his head, he's like, that looks great. That looks amazing. He's probably thinking in his head, I'm gonna get that money. And then he said, she made a couple videos crying about Rarity. Were you off screen watching this, and what did you think? Because her acting is I've always thought I didn't buy she was genuinely sad. I was home for a few of them that she filmed. It was always after a fight between her and I. I think she wanted to take advantage of the tears and the crying and put it on camera. You're insane. And in this moment, I wish more than anything I could talk to your ex, Megan. Megan, if you are watching this or if someone knows Megan, have her talk to me. I would do anything to talk to you. Because at this point, I don't know. I would do anything just to speak to you personally. I will never share anything, but I need someone who understands because this is crazy. I even asked her why you would film right now if you're this upset. You are so unhinged that you have actually made me unhinged. There's a word for that. Someone actually recently told me about it. They messaged me on Instagram and I was like, what is that? It's where someone gets turned on by someone's pain. Is that what this is? The random like video recordings that she would do of me, she also did it to Megan while Megan was naked. And I've seen it with my own eyeballs. Emily would push and push and push Megan until Megan would react the same way I did. When I first saw this video, I was like looking And I'm like, damn, this Megan girl, like, what the hell? What's her problem? And then I saw myself in Megan. Would I ever hold someone at a point? That's crazy. I get it. And then, of course, Snowflake has to go, oh yeah, she's smashing YouTube. I am smashing YouTube. Thank you. Emily wanted me to smash her. Literally. She would say how much she missed her every once in a while, but she definitely handled it better than I would have ever if I lost my pet. Do you guys want to hear a story? The first time it snowed in Wisconsin. Normally you think it would be so cute and so sweet. We'd be out there like throwing snowball fights at each other. It would be so cute. We'd come inside. She'd probably want me to eat like cheeseburgers and like a bunch of chicken nuggets and stuff from McDonald's. It would just be so cute and so sweet. But no, do you want to know what happened? I had a full-fledged panic attack because all I could do was think about Rarity. You want to know what her response was? Nothing. I turned over in bed and I started crying. After my panic attack, I was like, genuinely, she hates me. I rolled over and guess what happened? Full-fledged fight. Because you know what she said to me? Are you crying again? That's what I dealt with. That's how I spent my first snow day in Wisconsin. I wanted to keep it civil while she was here while we were looking for the cat. And by the way, Snowflake, sorry, I have the thought of hygiene. You asked Emily about my hygiene. She ate my be good. And she loved every second of it. So ask her again about my hygiene. Ask her again. Ask her again. We would argue on and off though. She was actually trying to minimize her tantrums. I never minimized my tantrums. Never. Snowflake says, how did you get her to leave eventually? Because she told us she left because she was a grown up and had an apartment or some nonsense. Yeah, that was because I didn't want to say the truth. People were saying that. Zachary Michael, hi. Zachary Michael would constantly say how miserable I looked in Wisconsin. He does work at the Amberlynn Reid factory, so he does know me pretty well. And he saw that. Also, again, while it's in my head and I'm awake, I bet driving her home wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. Actually, it was great. It was great. We argued in the beginning because she's insane. She couldn't keep her normal behavior for too long before her true self came out again. That's you. I drove 19 hours straight though and flew home the next day. It took that long because of all the stops she had to take. Emily, that's part of your kink. The stops we had to take was due to my size. And you loved my size. You loved my legs. You loved my legs. You have lied and lied and lied. You have fat shamed me. You have made me feel guilty for wanting to lose weight. You have cheated on me. You have used your late fiance as a weapon. When we broke up, before she decided to do this little weird thing with Snowflake, it was because I said, leave me the fuck alone. I expressed to her how I felt about something and she gaslighted me. She did a lot of threatening anytime she felt like she didn't have control of the situation. I'm so worried she's going to totally lose it when she finds out I talk to you. Because you know me. You know when you do things that hurt me, I lose it. You worked in the mental health field, Emily. You worked with BPD patients. You would constantly tell me, like, Amberlynn, you are straight up BPD. You would tell me that constantly. You knew what triggered me. You never did a single thing to help calm me, ever. You would purposely do things to trigger me. It reminded me of that video of Megan, and that's heartbreaking.
But people create these other, like, stories to my life, and I really feel like that's the reason why I have so much viewing. So it's almost like I should be saying thank you to the hater nation, you know?
But the more I fell down the rabbit hole, and trust me, it's a massive gaping rabbit hole, the more I was a little bit concerned, if I'm honest. A quick Google video search returns over 3 million results for Amberlynn Reid. That's 3 times the amount of Tyler Oakley, 3 times the amount of Tyler Mongoose, and if I'm honest, she has over 30 times the amount of results as me, but that's neither here nor there.
Okay, I did not know that. What the fuck?
But, I mean, doesn't everyone?
In fact, there's a whole entire YouTube community dedicated to analysing, critiquing, and debunking every single one of Amberlynn's uploads. Some of these channels have hundreds of thousands of subscribers and
Who's that? I've never seen that before.
millions of views.
Are we really bringing the weight loss doctor up again? Because, girl, he told you how to lose weight and you tried for 12 hours, if that.
Why is this girl so interested? Why are people talking about her so much?
I look so much bigger here. I love that.
She's just a humble weight loss channel, isn't she? Well, she's a little bit more than that. As well as Gravity, Amberlynn has been at the centre of quite a few controversies over the years, and today we're going to delve into a couple of them. So sit back, relax, grab a snack, and Amberlynn, if you're watching this, I said snack, not a whole entire rotisserie chicken.
There's another fat shaming thing, and everyone thinks it's so fucking funny, but if I ever said something like that, I'd be rude, I'd be a bitch, I'd be etc, etc. Okay, so about this rotisserie chicken, I love that we are actually talking about this right now. In the title, I said that I'm eating a whole rotisserie chicken. Did you guys not see that I only ate a little bit of the side and I ate a leg? That's all I ate. I did this for views, for clickbait. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, you ate the whole chicken. And I'm like, okay, no, but bye.
I'm gonna give you guys a good view.
Amberlynn first uploaded to our channel in November of 2013. 22 years old, fresh-faced, bubbly.
Wow.
She first uploaded a video titled Nervous and Weight Loss and Awkward. In this first video, 360-pound Amberlynn discussed her plans to use her channel as a way of documenting her weight loss journey and the audience on YouTube as a way of keeping her accountable.
I've been on a weight loss journey for a very, very long time now. I think making these YouTube videos, it might make me accountable. I'm not really doing this for other people, I'm more so doing it for myself.
In the first months of her channel, Amberlynn was doing pretty well. She was uploading weekly weigh-in videos, healthy tips. She was even going to the bloody gym.
I have never done this great on the elliptical. I went 1.534 miles, so that's a mile and a half, and I did it for 27 minutes.
Knowing what I know about Amber now, this is shocking. The fact that she's even on a treadmill, the fact that she can even step up onto the treadmill, mind blown. Reality.
I can step onto a treadmill now. Like, if you want to make videos about these, they should at least be accurate. You know, I like that he took the time to make this video. The editing is great, but it's like, say things that are like real and not real. Like literally at my heaviest, I joined a gym, went on an elliptical, went on a treadmill, went on a exercising bike. I only went 3 times, but I was over it. I could go on it. So, and I'm a lot lighter now and a lot more like, I have my stamina better. So you guys wanted me to react to this? Okay.
Shaken. Where's my little spinner totem? Because I feel like I'm in Inception. Where's Ellen Page? Ellen?
Okay, so I weighed in at 357.2.
Amberlynn first started her channel in Virginia, visiting her girlfriend Crystal after the breakdown of a previous relationship in Oklahoma. Whilst visiting Crystal and her parents, Amberlynn received a call from her mum saying, and I quote, "Hi Amberlynn, love, it's your mum. Just a heads up, you can't come back to her."
57.
Wait, what?
0.2.
Amberlynn first started her channel in Virginia, visiting her girlfriend Crystal after the breakdown of a previous relationship in Oklahoma. Whilst
What? He has his facts wrong. Oh my god, you guys. Okay, so what? This is why people shouldn't make these videos. Okay, so he just said that I was in a relationship in Oklahoma, but I was visiting Crystal and I got a call from my mom that said don't move back. Okay, no. I was living in Oklahoma. I went to Arizona to visit my girlfriend. That's when I got the phone call that my grandma said I can't live with her anymore. The reason why is a whole reason that's literally like, he's not kidding. He's literally talking about my life story. So I ended up being in an abusive relationship in Arizona, and Crystal and I were really good friends. So then me and my girlfriend at the time got into an open relationship, and then I realized nothing about Arizona was right for me anymore. So I ended up actually moving in with Crystal. So it's a joke. Okay, we'll listen to it again.
Ellen?
Okay, so I weighed in at 357.2.
Amberlynn first started her channel in Virginia, visiting her girlfriend Crystal after the breakdown of a previous relationship in Oklahoma. Whilst visiting Crystal and her parents, Amberlynn received a call from her mum saying, and I quote, "Hi Amberlynn, love, it's your mum. Just a heads up, you can't come back to the family home. Yeah, I know it's a problem, but your grandma thinks you're an absolute nightmare. You're just gonna have to stay down there with Crystal and her parents or something, aren't you? Alright, take care, bye." And so she did.
I'm living with.
Okay, so he wasn't joking because that is the story, which is accurate. regarding what my mom said about my grandma. So he wasn't joking. But he has his facts wrong, like completely. So I feel like he needs to like have his facts right. No, he wasn't right. I just explained the story. Okay, awkward.
Crystal and her parents, and I'm really happy.
Crystal's parents helpfully encouraged Amber to lose weight by dropping small hints. Or perhaps she should use a calorie-controlled diet. You're massive, so I've bought you some weighing scales so you can track your progress. And this is where Amberlynn decided to pick up the camera and document her journey.
Okay, so that's also wrong. Me and Crystal wanted to lose weight. Her parents had nothing to do with it. Me and Crystal wanted to go on a weight loss journey. She wasn't, like, in my opinion, like, her weight was my goal weight, you know? And so we wanted to go on a weight loss journey together, and that's when when Crystal asked her mom and her dad, hey, they already had a scale, but it didn't work for me. So got a new scale. And what Crystal's parents would do is, because I would buy my own food, but they would give us the money for the food. And it's just, I think the reason why I was so successful then is because I was so happy. Like, I was so freaking happy there. And I don't know, it was just like, I had no reason to overeat all the time or binge all the time. It's just, I was happy. And so, yeah, it was Crystal and I had so much support from her parents. I love them dearly still to this day. But yeah, it wasn't them who made me lose weight. I think that's where a lot of people are super confused. And that's okay, because, I mean, not everyone knows the whole story. They just believe what they see online. He's being sarcastic. So you think that this whole video is just him being sarcastic and joking? If that's the case, then I'm not going to watch it. Because that's pointless. Like, what am I supposed to be reacting to? I'm, like, confused. Because everyone keeps saying that he's just joking and being sarcastic. So I don't know what to take seriously then. Like, what's the point of this video?
You think you watched the baby come out?
Just wondering.
Like, oh, no.
I've got my belly out watching this. I love that.
When the placenta comes out, we'll cook it on the grill.
I can come in here, I can talk to my reggaes, I can tell them.
You are an entertainer. Yeah.
Since I've been here, I've finally been urged to get healthy. I've been losing weight, and I've been doing it because of them.
Seeing as this guy was just dropped on her doorstep, essentially, Crystal's parents did a pretty good job.
I'm trying to make it to where you guys can see this and me, but it's not going to happen.
Whilst doing research, Crystal's parents gave Amberlynn an allowance, allegedly. You're not suing me today, love. Sort of $1,000 or $1,500 a month. Just for existed, apparently. Weight loss channels are all about going from A to B and bringing subscribers along for the journey. This way they can celebrate your wins and they can pick you up if you fall off the horse. Poor horse is fine if you ask me. And for the first 18 months of Amberlynn's channel, she was doing pretty well.
You know, it happens. Like I say all the time, I'm not a perfect person. I don't diet perfectly or change my lifestyle perfectly, but I mean, it's better to confess and acknowledge than to think that, I'm not doing anything wrong. I am down. I weighed in at 362.0.
In a video titled Dear Amberlynn, kind of like this girl, she's
62.0.
self-aware, she admits that she doesn't know everything and that she needs help, and she's willing to listen to critiques and comments from her audience.
Dear Amberlynn, I want to talk to you for a minute. I know you want.
This is so cringe. Because I used to be so shy, like, on camera. And this was the game room. And Crystal's dad, his computer was in this hallway, which was right next to this room. So I was always super quiet. So I sound like a completely different person because I was so freaking shy, nervous. I was trying to be quiet. I didn't want them to hear me.
Healthy. And you want it so bad that it eats you up inside. But why can't you do it?
With the support of Crystal's parents, it seemed like having a familiar environment provided Amberlynn with the chance to focus on her surroundings less and her weight loss more.
My girlfriend's mom isn't cooking tonight because she has an appointment, so I'm making this for my girlfriend and I. Currently cooking. We're also going to have Caesar salad.
However, it was around this time that our audience started to notice there was a cycle in regards to Amberlynn's weight loss.
I'm going to start fresh tomorrow. It's a new day. I really hope I can do this.
At the beginning of a weight loss cycle, Amberlynn finds a new strategy which she gets very invested in. Apparently, she does tons of research. She gets very excited about the idea of losing weight and the idea of being successful. However, when push comes to shove and she has to put down that fork, she realises this is a bit difficult, really, isn't it? So she fails. She comes onto YouTube, she lets her audience know, it's all your fault. You shouldn't have encouraged me to do something I knew nothing about. I didn't even want to do this in the first place. Didn't think it would be successful for me anyway.
I plan to only eat 1,700 calories for this week, every day, besides Thanksgiving, and I've already messed up. And today is only the first day.
One of the earlier examples of this is in 2014 when Amberlynn decided to do 27 days of weigh-ins, with the idea being that for 27 days in a row she would weigh herself and upload the evidence to YouTube. But it came as no surprise to anybody that by day 11 Amberlynn decided to throw in the big giant massive towel.
Daily weigh-ins do mess with the brain, whether we...
My whole thing is like, he did some, like, he had to watch a lot of my videos, like almost all of them. That's either like kind of a like whoa or kind of like whoa, like the bad whoa. I don't know what to think about it.
So we're not. So I think I'm gonna stop with the daily weigh-in videos.
Amberlynn uploaded a video titled "I'm sorry, but I'm done,"
the Nemo
where she
ones
blamed
are
her
like
YouTube
$3
audience
for
for
one of
stressing her out. So she decided to dip and leave YouTube behind.
I'm just done.
And they complain, I don't have any money.
That's all I can say is I'm done. I do not know how famous YouTubers can handle the hate.
Me neither, darling. But I survived somehow.
I don't want to be on YouTube anymore. I am literally just tired of it, you guys.
But don't worry too much, because the next day she was back.
This is quite embarrassing. I chose the haters over the lovers. I don't want to say goodbye to YouTube. I don't at all.
And this is where I feel like Amberlynn went wrong, because if she stayed off YouTube,
This is not good for your mental health. You should stop. I'm glad I turned around to see that because I feel like you're right. Because a lot of times these videos are a lot of like opinions more so than like true facts. I don't know, like what else does he talk about? Let me see. Scooters. Oh, ew, no. Not going through that again. Does he put in here how I've lost hella weight at the end? No, because he doesn't want it to be a good story at the end. Of course not. I'm not going to watch this anymore because it's stupid. People will forever find ways to justify their bullying, and that's totally fine. I'm just glad that I am not that type of person at all. A lot of people are telling me doctor shopping also means that you're finding doctors to suit what you want to be diagnosed to you. I want you guys to know that there is no diagnosis that I want regarding me. It's just crazy that people think that getting a second or a third opinion regarding something where two doctors have said something completely different means that I'm doctor shopping. You guys need to literally do your research and stop putting words in my mouth, because when you do that, you make the rumors go like on a viral note and everyone believes it. But then again, that's for your entertainment, right? That's all part of this process, isn't it? Trying to write Amberlynn's story, Amberlynn's truth, Amberlynn's narrative, trying to create the story of her life that isn't real to suit your guys' entertainment. Literally pathetic. And I will go to my grave saying that majority of you are fucking idiots. And I'm not gonna step down from that. And you know it, your damn self. And if you can look in the mirror every single night and be totally happy with yourself, that makes you even more of a sociopath. So that's sad. And if the people who want to say, you are doctor shopping, if you did your research, you will see that if you go to 2 doctors who have completely different opinions and diagnosis to something that you're really, truly struggling with and going through, you need to see a 3rd doctor for a 3rd opinion. You take the information that you receive and you talk it over with your doctor. Your main doctor. I don't understand what people can't comprehend about that. But people want to take every aspect of my life and dissect it. They will literally dissect the fact that I am using a filter on my face right now. What are you doing with your life? But you know what? Sometimes I sit back and I'm like, I'm a lot of people's punching bag. You have a bad day? Come hate on Amberlynn. You hate your life? Come hate on Amberlynn. You need more drama in your life? Come hate on Amberlynn. I am the Amberlynn punching bag, and I'm sure I will see usernames of that very, very title, because that's what people do. They're pathetic in every form. But like I was saying, sometimes I think and I'm like, I would rather be someone's punching bag than have someone else be the punching bag, because I don't want anyone to deal with the idiots that I have to deal with on a fucking daily basis. And I must have to say, I'm a strong bitch, and I will continue to be a strong bitch. And the best part of the whole thing is that these people think that their shit don't stink, and they cannot take the heat themselves. These people are weak-minded, and that is the reason why it is so easy for them to come for me, because like I've said before, I am easy to hate. It is friend to hate me. Whoever can hate me the most gets the most thumbs up, and that's fine. It's because you are weak yourself. You are not happy within your life, and you are a disrespectful piece of shit. Anyways, people will continue to believe what they want and create their own stories. No matter what I say, how much I say, it doesn't even matter. People will believe what they want because they want to validate the assholes that they are. And it's something I just got to deal with every single day, you guys. I am not perfect by any means, but it's like you guys expect me to be. I am just like everyone else. I could be a bitch sometimes. I make mistakes. I have tons of flaws. I could be a fucking disrespectful bitch, just like you guys. But I'm not a bad person. At all. I'm not the person that you make me out to be. I become a disrespectful bitch when people don't respect me. I'm not going to respect someone who does not respect me. Biggest advice I can give you guys: do the same. Do not let people walk all over you, be complete jerks, and you just tiptoe around them. Make sure that you are their type of person that they want you to be. No, that's not the way life works. Do not let people stomp on you. Do not let it happen. If someone disrespects you, they do not deserve your respect. There will 1,000,000,000% be people who watch this and think, ew, you are so rude. You guys, rude is my comments. Rude is the bullying. So you're telling me that if someone came up to you, whether it's your friend, family, stranger, it doesn't even matter, and they were downright cruel to you, called you a liar over things that you were telling the truth about, created stories about your life that weren't even real, you're just gonna allow that to happen? You're just gonna look at them and be like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, whatever you say. No, you're probably gonna get a little upset. So I deal with thousands of people doing that on a daily basis, and I know it's because I'm fat. Fat phobia is real. There are people online, and I know people hate for me to compare, but again, it's just to justify the way that they treat me, which is totally fine. But there are people on YouTube who have millions of subscribers who are way worse than me. They have done way worse than me, but they are skinny, and they are pretty, and they are rich. So they are loved. They get forgiven even though they're not sorry. They get forgiven and they still have supporters even though they don't apologize. And they keep doing the same shit over and over and over. And it's because I'm fat. People are delusional. Fucking delusional. You cannot tell me any different. You just can't. If I am doing the same shit, even less than another YouTuber, but it's okay for them to do it, that's a double standard. And it's because of how I look. I do not give a fuck what anyone says. I truly don't. I truly don't. Yes, there are a lot of people who do not look at me for my weight. But you guys have to realize, majority of the people who watch me, and you guys, my supporters, the people who I love, these snaps are not for you. Okay, I love you guys dearly. These are for the psychos in my comments. I have a large following for a big reason. It's because of how I look. I am a train wreck because of how I look. Do I have a shitty attitude sometimes? Sure. Do I have this vicious cycle that everyone loves to talk about? Sure. But it's how I look. The videos with my body as a thumbnail get more views. The videos of me eating get more views. It's because of how I look. And if you cannot sit there and understand and comprehend what I'm saying, then you are just as bad as everyone else. Fat phobia and being fat phobic is a thing. I'm not saying you're afraid of me, but you are prejudiced towards me. Fat shaming goes way beyond, oh, you're a whale, or literally photoshopping me as sumo wrestlers. Fat shaming goes beyond that. I'm discriminated against, and I'm not trying to compare myself to other groups of people who are discriminated against. I'm talking about me and my story, okay? So don't get my words twisted, because I know you will. I know there's a large portion of people who will, because that's just the way it goes. You twist my words, da-da-da. But I'm discriminated against because of my weight. And I can't be just another girl on YouTube because of my weight. I get fat shamed in several different ways. Take away the childish, elementary, stupid bullying, and it's just the way that I am degraded on a daily basis. Double standard. I'm held on a different standard compared to other YouTubers. The reaction channels, the comments, all this type of stuff. There is a fat phobia behind a lot of these things, and a lot of people can't even process it. But that is another version of fat shaming. And I've never really spoke upon this, but it's like, it's time that I do and stand my ground, and I will forever stand my ground regarding this. I don't care if millions of people disagree with me. And this also goes far beyond just YouTube and being online, being treated differently because of my size, and not having a fair chance at YouTube because of my weight. It's also in person as well. I noticed that when I am a smaller weight, I get treated differently. I get treated better versus when I was at my heaviest at 572. I understand seeing someone my size on YouTube is crazy because it's not very common. I understand seeing someone my size in person is probably like a circus show. I understand, I get it, whatever. But that doesn't mean that I'm not a human with feelings. I deserve amount of respect as everyone else. I have a beating heart as well. So I already know people are going to take these Snapchats. I already see the screenshotting happening. Gonna take these, post them here and there and everywhere. And I already know the response. Amberlynn, it's not because you're fat. It's because you're a narcissist and you're a bitch. And look how you treat your viewers. Does that make you feel better? Does that honestly make you feel better? I mean, if it does, great. I mean, you're able to lay your head on your pillow at night and fall asleep. That's wonderful. I love that for you. But it's not the truth. It's not reality. It's not reality. And I think people are getting very confused with reality, and they're delusional. A lot of you are delusional. That's totally fine though. When someone is delusional, they will not see clearly. I've been there. I've been delusional before. They will literally look you in the face like you're the crazy one. Wouldn't that make you a narcissist? I mean, some of these things that are said to me are just unbelievable. Unbelievable. And it's totally fine. It's totally fine. Because I've made mistakes in the past. Have you made mistakes in the past? I'm just really curious. Are all of you perfect? The people who are complete fucking assholes? Are you guys perfect? Because if you are, teach me your ways. Please. I love to be perfect too. I really would. But no, realistically, you're not perfect. Realistically, you have flaws. Probably a list as long as mine. And you have mistakes. You probably make a mistake a month. Because so do I. That's what makes us human. And what makes us normal. My version of normal is being imperfect. And I don't mean to sound cliche and annoying and whatever, but that is the truth of the matter. We all live a life to learn and learn from our mistakes. I've grown. I have grown. And I have forgiven myself for the mistakes. And I have moved past them and I have learned from them. But a big portion of you guys won't let me. You guys hold on to everything. Literally everything. So stop holding on to dumb bullshit and move the fuck on. Literally move the fuck on. If you have to hate me for something, make it valid, because you just look like a fucking idiot. Have a great day. Hi guys, I look like crap because I feel like crap. I really don't even know what to say, but like, you guys don't know the full story at all. And I think that's like the hardest part of this whole thing is like, there is a big part of this story missing, but I'm never going to sit there and talk about other people's personal things, because that's not me, that's not who I am. But because of this, me and now my ex, we are not together anymore, and this has left her like debilitated. Like literally, like her mental health has gone down so much. Like she's literally one of the greatest people, and it's like to see people say things that are not true at all, like it's not surprising. That's literally what people do. That's what they've done my whole freaking YouTube career. And for these people to act like they care about me now, yes, I know there are thousands of you who love me and support me and want to see me happy, and I appreciate those messages. Like you guys have no idea, like I feel it. But all of these people who act like they care about me and they're worried about me, bull. Like you guys have never wanted to see me happy. There are so many of you who love to see me miserable, and you're getting that. You won again. You literally won again. What's happening is not okay. Like it's not, and this is the very fucking reason why I don't want to show people in my videos. It has nothing to do with me and everything to do with so many of you. I am talking to a big part of you, but I'm not talking to all of you. So I need that to be like fully known. Like I know there are a lot of people who love and support me. Like I know that, but like right now, that is not being heard as much as I feel it. What is really being heard is like, y'all are ruining someone's life who does not deserve it. Like, it is freaking crazy what is happening right now. You guys have interfered with my life in a way that like, it makes me want to just fucking disappear. You guys have no idea. Like, if you guys knew the full story, you'd be like, oh, wait a minute. But you don't, and you'll never know. But like, to find out all this fucking shit and then make your own narrative with it and say that I'm in danger, you guys have no idea what you're talking about. This has pushed me away, completely pushed me away. I don't think I'll be the same for a long time, like truly a long time, because I had a future planned. And I was happy, and I was so fucking happy and so loved. And now we aren't together anymore because like her mental health comes first and her safety comes first. I should have known something like this was gonna happen, because 9 times out of 10, people make the smallest thing that I do or say or whatever it may be into like a fucking huge thing. Like, I should have known. Like, I should have known. I shouldn't have ever shared her. I shouldn't have done it. But we were so fucking happy and in love and on cloud 9. Like, literally, like, I've never felt so loved before. And to have that taken from me because of people who actually hate me and that actually want to see me miserable, they don't care. Like, they don't care. It's all just for fucking show and for drama and people monetizing and making money. Like, it's not fair. But I hope that these people are happy, because not only did they ruin my life, but they're ruining someone else's life. And her mental health is not good right now, and neither am I. Like, I'm literally, like, look at me. Like, I just am a fucking mess. Like, everything right now feels heavy and scary, and it's just not okay. Like, I regret so badly ever sharing her. I know people are gonna watch this and just not give a fuck. They're just gonna roll their eyes and just not care. I feel like my words don't matter to a lot of people, or the way that I feel. They never have mattered. People watch me to just laugh at me and to hate me, and I'm realizing like people just want to ruin my life, and it worked. So people literally just don't think before they post. They're fucking just hungry for the next drama, the next thing to make me look bad or to make someone I love look bad. Like, that's just what they're waiting for. And when they thought they found that,
they turned it into something way bigger than what it really is. And you guys, again, do not know the full story. And it's sad, but you never will. I really don't know what else to say besides I kind of just feel defeated and hopeless, and I'm absolutely heartbroken. Like, it's just the worst feeling in the world to go from being so fucking happy and like so sure of my feelings and my future to have that just ripped away from me over something that I didn't even do. Like, that's like the hardest part.
I am fucking repulsed right now with, I guess, humanity, social media. So Amy's life journey, you know, hasn't had the best reputation. People dislike her for whatever reasons. But right now she is doing something so amazing, so generous, and putting her time into trying to help people who have either lost their homes in the fire or are having to evacuate due to the fire. And she has 40 thumbs up on her video, thank you, but 233 thumbs down. For fucking why, bitch? For fucking why? Hands down, if this was another YouTuber who wasn't fat, that wouldn't be happening. That wouldn't be happening. Chantel, she is silly. She is fun. She is entertaining. But she's hated for things that aren't even real. Life by Jen, one of the most sweetest people on YouTube. You could just tell that she radiates such a kindness. And her heart is so full and whole and just beautiful. But yet, she's hated on? Really? Why? What the fuck did she do? Like, hands down, what the fuck? I don't get it. I do not understand. I don't. But yet, we have YouTubers who are on the border of being a pedophile. We have downright racist people that we're looking up to as influencers. People who have done such horrible, disgusting things, but yet their millions of followers just love them so dearly. Always have majority of thumbs up, barely thumbs down. The names I want to say right now, but all the little stands will come all up in my face, hollering at me, saying all this bullshit. It's because I'm fat, so I can't have an opinion. The things that other YouTubers are able to get away with, but the things that us fat folks can't get away with, but we barely do, but people think we do, and then create stories for us on our life and create rumors and things that aren't even real. Me, Amy, Jen, Chantel, 98% of the hate is because we are fat. Yes, we are fucking fat. And that's all it is. We are easy targets. So miserable bitches, if the shoe fits, right? Just want to use us as punching bags. And the reason why I'm so heated, the reason why, it all stems from Amy's life journey. She's giving away fucking keychains. I'm gonna start crying. To make people... Long story short, she's trying to help people. and let people know that they're not alone. And she is using her platform for good. And she's getting hate for it? Really? Why can't people just give her a fucking chance? Telling her, you're gonna take the money, you're nothing but a scammer. Give her a fucking chance. If she starts scamming, then come at her. But until then, shut the fuck up. Chantel, Cutie Beauty, whatever you guys know her by, she has been using her voice. Because sometimes I'm too scared to. I am too fucking scared to. So I look up to Chantel because she does not mess around. She does not mess around. When people come for her, she sticks up for herself. But the minute she does, she gets pinned as this person that she's not. People twist her words and create it into stuff that's not. Because it's fun for them and it's easy because Chantel's fat. That's all it is. That's all it is. And I have realized I'm so much better than majority of you. And I'm talking about the fucking haters, not my supporters. I love you. But again, my words are going to be twisted and everyone's going to think I'm talking to them. I'm not. I'm talking to the fucking assholes. Point blank period. I have been watching a lot of vlogs lately because I have been into vlogging. Everyone who vlogs, they vlog the same shit that I do. We're chilling at home. You know, we might show what we're having for lunch. We might do a little haul. It's always the same shit, just a different YouTuber. But yet, Amberlynn just hauls. Amberlynn just buys stuff. Amberlynn just orders food. My money, my health. Why do you care? I don't understand. And you're only saying that my content's boring because you want a reason to hate on me because I'm fat. If I was skinny, just like the rest of them, I wouldn't have half as near as much hate as I do now. And people will sit here and say, that's not true, that's not true. You're just using your weight as a thing. Go to my fucking comments and tell me that I'm not hated on because of my weight. Every day, I'm picked apart because of my weight and what I look like because of my weight. It's disgusting. And because Amy's life journey is the same size as me, and she's doing something good, she's gonna get hate? What the fuck? I feel like I'm in planet I feel like someone literally took me to a different planet and is like playing a prank on me. This can't be right. This just can't be right. I'm pissed about it. I am. I'm pissed about it. Because what people say is, I just want you to be a good person and to stop lying and to stop doing this and lose weight and take your health seriously. Okay, but that's Amy's choice, yeah? This video in particular and her last live streams have been about helping people. But yet, because she's not losing weight, she doesn't eat what you want her to eat, you think that she's a liar or a scammer, even though that's not proven. People want drama. It's easier to have drama with fat people and people who are already hated. It's disgusting. Fat phobia is real. It's alive. It's real and it's alive. I can't believe how many fat phobic people watch us. Chantel, Jen, Amy, me. And I find it very strange too that for the longest time, these reaction channels and Hater Nation happened to only react to us 4. Or they pick and chose their, their favorite 2 out of the 4. Weird coincidence. What is a coincidence? We're all fucking morbidly obese. Duh. So, what about all the other famous YouTubers who have done way far worse? Where are your videos on them? They're a lot more entertaining. Oh, but they're not fat.